Good evening, all, and welcome to Ghostlight RPGs. We are a collective of theater artists producing a variety of TTRPG content to keep the lamp lit while theaters are dark, and even when theaters are starting to come back from COVID. This is Rising Shadows. You are currently watching the final episode or session of this arc of Rising Shadows, the only Moonshae Isles actual play live stream where you can find the designers and their friends playing the incredible adventures that they themselves created. I am Justin Barron. My pronouns are he, him. I am the founder of Ghostlight RPGs, and lucky enough to play with all these wonderful people here tonight. And I'll be playing the character Immaril Darktide. Very excited for that. I'm going to pass it to Eric and let him introduce himself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Menge. I am the Moonshae story architect for the Rising Shadows campaign for Baldman Games, which meant I got to oversee and shepherd this entire plot through working with such incredible writers that we've had on this stream, and I'm very fortunate to be here. My pronoun is he. Other than that, I will be the dungeon master for our adventure, which is A Darkened Heart, which is Moon 11-3. So it is the culmination of the Somber Remnant trilogy that we've been building towards for the past 2 months now. Has it been that long?
Yes,
we're
that
all
sounds
the way
right.
up there. Oh, and I am very excited to get with it. And I am joined by some incredible players that I'm looking forward to seeing how they interact with the adventure. And I'm going to let each of them introduce themselves. I'm going to toss the ball over to Bree just to start us off.
Thanks, Eric. Hi, everyone. My name is Bree. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Breanna Flaim. I am an ambassador for Jasper's Game Day, so I'm really, really excited to be a part of this, raising funds for such an amazing cause. I'm also a game master and channel organizer over at the Initiative Order here on Twitch, and a cast member for Second Star to the Right here on Twitch at Second Star Show. My pronouns are she, they, and I will be playing Twyla today. She is a little halfling cleric, pronouns she, her.
And then do you want to pass it on to somebody else, Bree?
For sure. Oh, goodness gracious. We were doing alphabetical, weren't we? We're putting me on the spot.
No, that was just for me. You can pick it down when you want. In
which case, I'm going to go be jumping over to Chrissy.
Hey guys, thanks. So I'm Chrissy Crits. I am a... Oh gosh, what am I? I'm a GM, a player, a whole bunch of really amazing things over at TPK Roleplay. We do a ton of really amazing stuff. I am also a Jasper's Game Day ambassador, so thank you for having me. This is wonderful. I'm so excited to be here. You can find me all over the internet at Chrissy Crits. We'll figure that out later. And tonight I'm going to be playing one of my favorite characters, Peaches Gravelcheek. She's a gnome barbarian. She gets bored very easily, so hopefully, you know, this doesn't involve a lot of stealth, because that's not quite her forte. And if we are sticking with alphabetical, oh no, I have to do the alphabet in my head. Does that mean Jay is next? Joe, are you up next?
Sure, I'll take it. I'm Joe Raso. I guess as of last summer, I've become a full-time RPG creator. Started on the DM's Guild, and I've worked for a bunch of third-party companies as well. I believe I even wrote one of the Moonshae items here. It was which one was it, Eric? The 13-3. Wolves of the Sea. That's it.
Oh yes, it was 13-3.
Right, and but the exciting thing for me is starting on Monday, I get to join Ghostfire Gaming as a writing coordinator. So I'm a little excited about that. For tonight's game, I am playing a retired captain his name is Alwyn. He is had a bad experience in his last campaign and retired a little bit early, and has only returned to active duty at the request of the Queen because of events going on in the Moonshaes. And if we continue with the alphabetical order, who's What's after J? Justin, have you?
I guess I already went. I'll just say one more thing, I guess, about Emerald Darktide. I didn't really explain him too much. He is a human bard rogue, and he is a bit pompous and a bit sassy. So we'll see what that means. But I'll go ahead and pass it to Paul.
Yay! Last one here. Hello, everyone. I am Paul Gabat, or DM Paul G in social media. I am an Adventures League author with my latest adventure, Expedition to the Extreme Forge, now out in DM's Guild, so feel free to check that out. I'm also a Dungeon Master for Ballman Games, so we're having virtual D&D weekend happening next week, I think, right? So yes, join us if you want to play more D&D adventures. Also, I am part of a local event organizing group. I am located in Manila, Philippines. I'm 12 hours ahead or 13 hours ahead Central Time, so I'm from the future technically. So I'm part of an event organizing group called the Greasy Snitches. Yes, I don't know why we chose that name, but we were stuck with it. That's me. I'll be playing a Tabaxi Ranger called the Coin Maker. So obviously he likes coins. And if you played my adventure, A Dragon's Breath or the Five Leaf Clover trilogy, you might know some of the things about Coin Maker. So, yep, that's me.
All right. Well, thank you all. And before we get started, I should mention that this adventure is going to revolve around the Slain, who is the great villain of Moonshae's Rising Shadows campaign. And that means we're going to get a content warning because the Slain is a dark character and dwells in the shadows. So this adventure does contain themes of abandonment, abuse, grief, mental illness, and mind control. Player discretion and viewer discretion is advised. However, there's always going to be a bright spot, and one of the bright spots is our charity for the day. And with that, I'm going to pass it back to Justin.
Yes, yeah, our charity, of course, for this whole series has been Jasper's Game Day. And thanks to you all tonight and everything that we've done so far in this series, we just hit our goal just already tonight of $1,000. So thank you for those of you who gave, and if you haven't given yet, it's not too late. Just because we hit that goal doesn't mean we can't double it. So keep giving. It's for a great charity. If you don't know Jasper's Game Day, it's a nonprofit that funds suicide prevention and awareness. So if you are able to give, we really appreciate it. There is a link in the chat, and go crazy. Let's see. The final things, I guess, are just some acknowledgements for tonight's game. As Eric already said, we're playing Moon 11-3, A Darkened Heart, which he himself wrote and was published by Baldman Games. The music that you are hearing right now, and you will hear a little more throughout the night, was composed by Ted Bushman. You'll also hear music from Kevin MacLeod. Maps you'll see tonight were by Luke, Absalom, Reid, and Mike Schley. And then art by Sarah Shaw, Veronika Federova, and Samantha Darcy. All right. I think that's all, yeah? We're good, guys? Cool. All right. Well, without further ado, let's jump into A Darkened Heart. And we are back, Eric.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to jump right in, although I do want to make one addition. I should have done this earlier. Sorry, Justin. A couple of our maps were made by Sydney Cook, who is an amazing cartographer who has done so much work with the Moonshaes. Like 75% of our maps are made by her. And you'll see her style and you'll know it immediately. So, our story begins at the gates, one of the inner gates of Caer Caladir, which is the capital of the Moonshaes. For those who are not up on current events in the Moonshaes, the capital has fallen. House Kendrick, the ruling house of the Moonshaes, has been forced to flee as the forces of the Slain, a mysterious entity from the Shadowfell, has advanced through the planar border, leading an army of shadows with her to claim the castle and the town beneath it, from the ruling house of House Kendrick, forcing High Queen Kefri to flee with his May survivors, but she's also managed to capture High King Darren, whose fate is currently unknown. No one knows much about the Slain or about the Slain Sworn, and so High Queen Kefri, when she called a grand conclave of the survivors to be held in Caer Moray, which is another town on another island in the Moonshaes, they have decided they needed to find out more about the Slain. Who this person is, what they want, what their weaknesses are, what their flaws are, what their strengths are. And so they have commissioned what Moonshaes has always relied upon: heroes. They have called upon heroes to save them and to find out what the information they needed to know in order to make effective decisions regarding the Slain. So our trilogy was in 3 parts. The first one was a darkened city, where agents of the Conclave were sent to infiltrate the city and to gain admissions to the Slain Sworn Court. This was successful. And then from there, those who were able to get access to the court itself, this was 11-2, a darkened court. I believe Coinmaker was among a group of heroes that went through the court and met many of the deranged Slain Sworn, and were able to achieve the rank of the current favorite, which grants them access to the royal wing of the castle where the Slain resides. And I believe you have not met the Slain yet, have you, Coinmaker?
I have not. I've met a lot, but not the Slain.
Fortunately, the guards and the courtiers of the Slain Court are deeply affected by the Shadowfell, and lethargy is the title of the day. And so while you have the title of the current favorite, they don't pay much attention to all the other people that are with you. So while other heroes have been called away to other heroic deeds and other heroic paths before them, you were able to find 4 other people to assist you in infiltrating the Slain's inner chambers and finding out the Slain's secrets. And you meet with them outside of the inner gate that leads to the royal domicile. So if I could, would you each introduce yourselves to each other, what we see and what we would know about your character, having just met, or as much as you want to reveal at this point in time? And since you're the current favorite, Coinmaker, we'll start with you.
All right. I go ahead and approach everyone here and spread my arms and say, hello, everyone. Welcome to my crib, or soon to be mine, right? I'm the Coinmaker. You see a Tabaxi Ranger with like light orange fur with brown spots. He has a lot of gold coin pouches hanging on his belt, and some of them is just kind of dropping to the ground, and is just kind of ignoring it because he has too much coin now with all the quests that he's been to. And since he's the current favorite, might be gambling once or twice inside the castle, and with the guards and with other members of the Slain Sworn. So yeah, that's me. So welcome, everybody. All right, and then I guess we'll go with Peaches next. Yeah, we can go.
Yeah, you would definitely see Peaches standing there. She would probably be leaning on her mace she's a gnome, so she's fairly small. So a mace probably looks very strange having her hold it, but she's doing her best. She's dirty, as if like she's just a kid that's been outside playing in the dirt, and probably like her parents didn't make her like wash her hands or do anything before she came in for dinner. And she's got a couple bags and stuff like that also connected to her hip, and you can see her kind of like reaching into one and like putting things into her mouth, but like with extra sticky hands, like putting them back in the same pocket. So like there's probably like fuzz stuck on her fingers, and she's just kind of like, okay. Do you want a sweet? I have some extras. And she'll open a little satchel and offer you a little sweet piece of candy.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna take one. Doesn't care if it's poisoned, and eat it.
It's very sticky. They probably got wet, and she just kept them.
I can tell that. But yeah,
they're delicious, right? I like the purple ones. The purple taste is like my favorite.
Okay.
And she'll just shove 2 or 3 more in her mouth, and this is amazing. We're gonna get along great. And she's just shoveling uncomfortably sticky candies in her mouth.
You hear from across the way, could you not, please, could you chew with your mouth closed if you don't mind?
Sometimes they get stuck, like in my teeth though.
You see a human with a sort of pompadour that goes back into slicked back hair, dark hair, kind of the opposite of you, Peaches. Not dirty at all. Like it's like he just dry cleaned his clothes. He is not. He looks like he's ready for exploration or battle. It's just that he maybe just he likes to stay clean. He's has a crossbow on his back, but he's strolling up a little lackadaisically. And he seems to hold his nose up just a bit. Yeah. And then why don't we have Joe go next?
All right, standing to the side, watching this group, you see a man of indeterminate age, probably on the older end though. Above the 50s for sure, watching a little skeptically at the folks that are nearby. He's dressed in well-worn, probably soldier gear, but it's kept relatively well polished, but it's clearly worn and hasn't seen service in many days. And he just says, "Alwyn, good to meet you," and silently, kind of sternly looks at the others, trying to figure out who they really are.
Peaches would see a third hand now reaching in towards the candy that was offered. A small hand, but not quite as small as Peaches. Also, not quite dirty, not quite clean at the same time. As she looks over, Twyla, standing next to you, is a halfling, probably about 3 feet tall. One side of her head is like a really close shave, and she has brown hair. It's kind of a little bit tangled, but leaning off to one side. Dirty, worn leather armor, and a small shield on her back. She looks over towards the gentleman who was just making some snooty comments towards her new little gnome friend. "Hey, sir. I can see up your nose from here. Maybe you shouldn't look down so much at us."
Good God, I did not see you down there. Where did you come from?
Oh, well, when you see, when a male halfling and a female halfling love each other very much.
Oh, all right. Yes. No, I know all about that. Thank you.
No, keep going. I don't.
We grab another candy
kidding.
from Peaches.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just keep eating the candy. I'm teasing.
And you, what?
You. Hey.
Oh, I
And
turn
look
around,
over.
trying to find a voice.
And staying in the shadow of the open gate to the royal wing, you see a small fairy Do we have a picture? Do you know which one it is, Graham? Oh, I'm seeing the previous nod, so yes. A very distinct one with purple hair, yellow skin, and eyebrows are going off of his head to either side. And he looks over and goes, "Are you the current favorite?"
What's that? What are you saying?
Are you the current favorite?
Snicklet, is that you, Snicklet? You're
Yeah.
the only person that I can't understand, so it's probably you.
Absolutely, it's me, Snicklet. I'm talking really slow just so you can understand. You know how much it hurts to talk this slow?
Yeah, I'm everyone's favorite, of course.
Yeah, so Heel asked me to meet you down here. I'm supposed to be your guide while you're inside the royal residences. By the way, hi everyone, my name is Snicklet. I'm a quickling.
Is this a friend of yours? Coin maker?
Yeah, I don't get a lot of coin from him, but
Yeah, friend.
he does
Really good
have
friend.
uses.
Very good friend.
I guess so, yes.
Ah.
Yeah, so.
No.
What's your name? My name's Snicklet. And he looks at you, Emerald.
Oh, what is my name? Is
Yeah,
that
what
you
is your name?
said?
What are you called?
They call me Imarul, Darktide.
Oh yeah, that's me too. And you. And he looks over at you, Twyla.
Oh, hi, I'm Twyla.
Hi! I'm Snicklet. I hope this works over you. We're gonna have so much fun. Oh boy, we got so much things to do. Oh, it's gonna be kind of dark and dangerous up there. So I hope you can bear with it all.
I completely understood everything you just said.
Oh good, I'm glad to hear that because I'd hate to have to repeat because repeating things is so boring.
Uh-huh.
And over at Alwyn. Eddie, what are you called? You look like you're 1 foot in the grave.
Alwyn, thank you.
Uh-huh. All right,
Yes.
enough of that. And here's a good one. I like this one. She looks like she'll be lots of fun.
Peaches is going to walk as close as Snicklet will let them get.
It's really close. You can bump
Okay.
noses if you want.
And she's just going to breathe in very deeply. I was told once that the face smelled like cookies, and I don't smell cookies, but I am impressed nonetheless.
He smells of lavender.
Even better.
So why are you here, Snicklet? What are
Here
we
to guide
doing
you around the
again?
place. Hill said you would need your help getting around because the castle's really big and you can get lost because there's lots of wings and lots of rooms and lots of stuff. Have you seen the big map? Do we have a big map? I'm gonna get the big map. Hey Graham, do you have the big map? Map. He holds up a map.
That's a big map.
Oh yeah, it's a big map.
Especially next to you. I mean, I get it.
Anyway, so I didn't want you to get lost. So we're right down here. We're right on the royal residences, the royal library, the royal archives, the royal courtyard, the royal kitchens, Robin's Garden, Druid's Gate, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And you just want us to explore the whole place?
No. That'd be very bad. That would get you in trouble because there's all sorts of guards that you'd have to bluff your way through. And I don't know if you can do that. Instead, I got an idea.
What's your idea?
The Slain. The Slain always stays in the royal library. Loves the royal library.
Oh, okay.
I thought we could I think you should start there. Slain spends time there. Maybe there's something there that you could find out, and then we can figure out where to go from there, and then I can take you wherever you need to go.
Okay, not really into books, but
Me neither.
look at the others.
If you're all little things right at the top, you can kind of thumb it through and like it makes a little sound.
I must admit, I'm not following a word of this, but I heard you say books, and if we need somebody to read, I am quite literate, yes.
But okay. If we want anybody to be boring, Emerald is here for us. Got it.
That seems like a really strange thing to bring up to specify that you can read.
Did they just say my name? What did you say to me? What? I can read? Can you not read?
Yeah.
You can read.
We
Sure.
got you for the books, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I can read.
Excellent.
I don't make a point of bringing that up in conversation, though.
Well, it seemed relevant at the time, was it
Casually,
not?
hey, a book, I can read.
They said books, and I was trying to help. Do you want help or not? Fine, I will just keep my skills to myself from now on. Jeez.
No. And we need to work together in this. So, yes, we need your book reading skills, I think. And also, if the Slain is there, then we need to make sure
Not
that,
there. Slane's not here. Slane's off.
Oh,
Doing slaney things. I don't know what.
okay.
So
Then
why
we'll
are
just-
we here exactly then?
To find the secrets. The secrets. Secrets.
Oh, you want us to find out who the slain is, not steal his treasures. Okay.
You know, hey.
Okay.
Is there
Sticky
any
fingers,
treasure
four-finger
stealing
discount.
along with that? I mean, is it a sort of? It's not. Like you can do both, right? Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Why not both?
Why not both?
It's a reconnaissance mission, is what I'm understanding. All right.
Okay.
We're supposed to find out more. But I can only get so far. I got these cool servant threads, but they're not gonna be in places that you can get into. Oh, current favorite. So
All right.
Reconnaissance.
he grabs you by your hand and he's starting to pull, but you're kind of big compared to him, and so it's like a cartoon where his legs are turning and your hand is out and it's just not moving at all.
Perhaps we should
Come
follow.
on, we could have been there already.
Okay. Well, Snicklet, before we go, who's paying us for this mission? Is Hill paying us?
Helping us?
Who's are we not getting any coin for this mission that we're doing? You know, we have some new friends with us, and you know that's gonna be a good motivation if I'm the coin maker. Come on, work with me here. I need to make some
He reaches
coins.
into his pocket and pulls out nothing, and all you get is like a little lint going that way and one of those little moths that float over the other way. I can't forget about that. She's great. She's a queen. Queens always have money.
Okay, well, I guess
Queen is in the counting house. The queen is in the counting house, counting out her change.
All right, then. Well, I guess we'll just ask for payment later from her. Okay.
It is
Library?
better to ask for forgiveness than, I forget it.
Twyla leans down to Peaches and it like whispers into her ear, "Did you get any of that?"
I'm probably gonna steal a bunch of stuff, but don't tell anybody.
What? Oh no, secret's safe with me. It's fine.
Okay.
I heard that, and I am with you.
What?
What?
We're gonna go to the library now?
Yes, we were going to the library now while we talk about stealing things.
Oh, what?
The castle is sometimes claimed to be built out of alabaster, but that's not entirely true. It's just built out of very pale granite. But since the arrival of the slain, the shadows have coalesced thick on the walls here. All the light seems to be dim, and as you enter, the overcast skies are starting to drizzle rain that you can hear pitter-pattering onto the slate roofs of the royal residences and pinking against the glass window panes, the thick yellowish glass. It's not clear, much more translucent. And those who have any sort of training in arcane or arcana. Do I have anyone in this group that has that?
Maker.
Coin maker. You can feel the presence of the Shadowfell is close here. To the point that prolonged exposure is going to start requiring saving throws versus Shadowfell despair.
I tell that to everyone. Be mindful. Something bad might happen. I sense some Shadowfell stuff going on right now.
It will definitely happen if you take a long rest within the royal residences of the slain.
Define bad.
Well, that means I don't think we can stay long here. The secrets that the Quickling wants us to find, we need to do it quick. If we stay here, like even for a day, I think if we rest here, I can't really tell what will happen. But yeah, it's bad. Yeah, look at my fur, it's standing up. I'm like,
In and out. Got it.
Ah,
yeah.
That's why I carry this. And he reaches in, and Snicklet reaches in and pulls out a small vial of water he has around his neck that glows. Moonwell water. Keeps me safe.
Moonwell water?
Moonwell water. From the Eye in the Mist.
You have extras? Will that help?
Not just for me. You didn't get any of your own? Oh, that's probably because they would have found it and they would have detected, then you wouldn't have been the current favorite, and that would have been bad.
All right, as long as that's not your spit, We're good. Okay.
It's not my spit. Not this time.
Okay.
I have
Good to know.
questions, but we can revisit that later.
Coin maker, do you care to translate? What exactly are we looking for?
We just need. Well, first we need to find coins. Lots and lots of coins around this area.
I agree.
Second is we need to find secrets of the slain. If we can find out who the slain is, what they're trying to do, then I guess that's kind of a good side quest to have.
Got it.
My side quest, when you first met with Kaikwing Caffrey, who's the one that sent you on this mission, kind of reversed those two. Your mission was to find out information on the Schley. Anything you can find. Reconnaissance mission. And it doesn't take long through Snicklet, leading you through the pathways of the royal residences of the Canner Caladir. He's a fast-moving guy, and so he constantly is like zipping ahead and impatiently waiting until you catch up, and then zipping ahead and then waiting some more. And when you arrive at the library, you find that the High Kings have collected a sizable collection of books over the centuries. Large tables occupy the center of the room, while soft chairs form a casual semicircle before the fieldstone hearth. A great mirror hangs above the mantel, its pane of glass and broken, but against one wall is a destroyed painting. None of the oil lanterns are lit, and the room is draped in gloom and darkness. What would you like to do?
So what is this room? He talks to the quickling.
It is a library. Slain is here often.
Well,
I guess the Slain likes to read.
Suppose I'll look through these books over here.
Okay. The books are mostly of histories of various places and travel journals. That is the section that you're in. Lots of travel journals. Kind of like Marco Polo's guide to wandering all the way to Cathay, but put that into the Moonshaes. You see quite a few books by a fellow by the name of Velothamp. Apparently he's been around for quite a while.
Good. Would I recognize these? Are these common?
They're pretty common.
Okay.
For anything else you can say about him, he is a wide distribution network.
Oh, nothing here but that. The guides from Velothamp, if you all are familiar.
Oof.
I'm sure.
Do any of them seem well thumbed or recently opened, or are they just piled indiscriminately?
They're held up on shelves. One thing you do notice is that they have reading desks nearby where you lay the book down, and then there's the large ruler that they use to actually turn the pages so that you don't actually touch the parchment. So it would interfere with it would start to destroy the skin that it was printed on.
Emeril is definitely touching the parchment.
Okay.
With his fingers. He didn't know that was a thing.
One thing that Alwyn can tell is that you don't think the books have been perused lately when you're looking at them.
You said there's a painting that's kind of ripped or
We should take a look at it.
I'll take a look at it. Yes.
All right. It is a portrait of a family, and you can recognize there is a crowned mother and father, and then two daughters. But it appears they have been slashed repeatedly.
Okay.
Mostly through the face and body of the elder daughter, who is kind of redheaded.
Elder daughter. All right. Can I tell that if this is House Kendrick or like the royal family?
It is.
Okay.
With your knowledge, do you have any knowledge in history? Are you trained in history?
Am I trained in history? No.
Go ahead and make me a intelligence history check.
Okay. And yeah, that is a 16.
These are very famous. These are not just any royals. These are famous royals. This is King Tristan Kendrick, who united the Isles, and his wife, the great druid Robin Kendrick, and their daughter, who is Alicia Kendrick, who became the druid queen who united both the Northlanders and the Ffolk into the united Moonshae Isles, and is the great grandfather of High King Darred. Oh, sorry, she's the great grandmother of High King Darred.
Okay. And the slashing that happened here, is it? Can I tell if it's like through a weapon, through claws?
It looks like a dagger or a knife.
A dagger and a knife. All right.
One thing you also can tell with your examining of it is it seems to have once hung over the mantle where that mirror is hanging now.
Okay. I call for everyone first and then start to nerd out and tell them about the history of King Tristan and Robin Kendrick and Alicia. And then I point out at the where the mirror is supposed to be.
As Coinmaker is starting to mention, like, oh, the mirror is currently occupying the space I think that this painting once was, Twyla's like, yeah, that's really cool. I love this history stuff. And she's like trying to find a chair or something to pull over to start standing on to look at the mirror.
There are plenty of chairs
here. Absolutely help you. Like, she would, as soon as you started talking about history, she would have checked out. You would have seen her eyes glaze over, and she would have probably walked away in the middle of a sentence without realizing she was doing it. So she will help you. She'll brace a chair. She'll prop you up on her shoulders. However we need to get it done, we will do it.
Just be quiet over there.
The chair scratches across the stone floor really loud as you put it into place, and you're able to help Twyla up. And you notice the mirror is silvered glass, 3 foot tall and framed in walnut. One of the corners is adorned with a wooden ornament that's about 1/2 foot in diameter, and appears to be that it can be unscrewed from the frame because there are 3 other places that it's missing the ornaments. And the one remaining ornament is engraved to show an extremely handsome young man with the word Malawar. And Graham, do we have a handout for that?
Handouts.
Oh, yes. Or I guess a visual out, or I don't know what the right term is.
I don't know. Should come up with it. Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa. All right.
And while you were looking at it, the same face that is on that picture of Malawar appears in the mirror itself, along the lines of like the magic mirror in Snow White. And he looks right at you, Twyla, and smiles.
Be careful.
Why, hello.
Touch it. Oh, nope, don't touch it. It's talking.
And Twyla was definitely like already leaning in a little bit, just being like, oh, what's this? And then when Peaches is saying touch it, she starts reaching, then don't touch it. Oh, okay. Hello.
Are you the current favorite?
Debatable. I think I'm some people's favorite, but if we're looking for a maker of coin, if you will. Coinmaker, no, I think he wants to talk to you.
No, I think I prefer talking to you.
I think you're his favorite.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are now the current favorite.
Oh.
What is your name?
Mine is Twyla.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Twyla. Do you know my name?
Peaches will
As she's
whisper
trying to remember
Malawar.
what Coinmaker had just told her.
Peaches will be whispering
Pop
it like,
quiz.
Yeah.
The face turns to you, Peaches, when you say that. Ah, you think that is my name?
no, shit.
It is not. It is the name I give to the foolish.
The foolish.
Checks out.
What brings you to these halls?
A bit of light reading.
Well, you have so many to choose from here. But I smell deception upon you. That is not why you're here, is it?
We seek
My
information
current
on the
favorite.
slain.
Oh, really? Fascinating. I, of course, know much, because much has been reflected in my glass. But I can only tell you if you can command me using my name. You must seek it out. It is not here. I have hidden it elsewhere in the castle, in the most intimate of locations. To find it, you must reflect on the dark secrets of the Kendrick family.
Oh.
Ooh, spooky. All right, so we head to the restroom and we find your name. Is that right? Is it written on the toilet somewhere, or?
Snark, the first refuge of the incompetent.
That wasn't a no.
I look forward to our next conversation, Twyla, the current favorite. Bring me my name and command me. And with that, he fades away.
How can a mirror just change who's the current favorite? Now, I'm not sure if I'm hurt or I'm glad, but
How exactly do we become a current favorite? Because I'm starting to get a bit of FOMO, and I'm not exactly certain. Do we get more money if we are the favorite? Is there more treasure
I don't
involved?
know. Find a talking door and you're probably going to be the next favorite. It's probably how it works now.
Not a bad idea.
That's the best lead we got.
So, wait, I forgot you were here.
That happens a lot. I see really still what I want to.
So we need to
Yes.
find a place intimate?
Uh-huh.
Yes, Nicolette, show us the map again. Where's the most intimate place here?
Say the royal
Bedroom,
residences.
right? Like a bedroom.
Because that's where all the male halflings and the female halflings get together to make little halflings, I understand.
Yeah,
Ah,
buddy.
yes,
You know it.
intimate. In that
Uh-huh.
way, yes. That makes sense.
There's a whole bunch of different suites, residences you can go to. There's the prince's room, there's the princess's room, and then there's the king's room.
By chance, do you know if there's mirrors in any of them? I mean, I'm sure we'll find this out either way, but
I don't know.
Hmm.
We can go there and find out.
It's only 3 rooms. I'm sure we
Actually,
can...
wait, yes, there was. There was one. Yeah, I remember one in the prince's room.
Princess.
Mm-hmm. It's not guarded because he's been captive by the Omnians down in Snowdown, so he hasn't been here. No one's guarding it because no one lives there anymore.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you want to start at the princess room?
Let's head there.
Okay.
All right, this way. Come on. And he's off like a flash. Oh wait, I forgot. You don't walk that slow, that fast. And he very slowly pantomimes running down the hallway, which is about your walking speed.
Okay.
The prince's room is dim and forgotten, with a few remains of the occupant's past lingering. A thin film of dust and cobwebs lingers on the sheets and furnitures and cascades over royal wooden figurines neglected on the shelves. The only polished item in the room is a mirror resting above the ornate dresser. Its reflective surface echoes the room in clear detail.
Emerald immediately runs up to the mirror and looks inside of it. Is there a mirror?
There is a mirror. And Emerald runs forward and looks into it.
Yeah.
And as you do so, you feel like a sense of vertigo overcoming you, and you just instinctively fall forward. And the rest of you watch Emerald run up to the mirror, look closely at it, and then just kind of gets sucked inside of it and vanishes.
Okay.
Oh, holy crap!
And that's why you don't touch things. My mom taught me that.
This is see, I was wondering on the way here if like I was reading too much into it when he was saying reflect on the dark secrets, but I feel like there's always something,
Yeah,
but they're
there's
hiding
always a
stuff.
thing. Yes.
Okay, that's great.
All right.
Well, at least it was just him.
Yeah.
Alan's
believe it.
got his scimitar out, just ready and prepared.
Twyla says at least it's just him, and then she feels herself slowly sliding towards the mirror, like kind of like being caught in a current at the beach, and the water is just pulling you forward back as she is pulled towards the mirror. Alwyn draws his scimitar, and you watch as he too is being pulled towards the mirror.
Oh, I guess we're doing this. I just kind of spread my arms and let whatever force pull me into the mirror.
And one by one,
Yeah.
you
Teachers
disappear
will do
into the
same
mirror.
thing. Yeah. She'll be like, "See, money, it's me and you," and just like raise her
All right.
hands.
Who have they sent me with?
On the far side of the mirror, you find that you are standing within the same room, but the decor has changed significantly. A wooden vanity sits in a once empty corner with brushes and combs laid out in standard order. The top of the dresser is piled with books, and daylight streams in through the open shutters, dappling the room with golden light. The moors beyond shimmer brilliant green. It's almost too vivid to be real.
So Alwyn wants to make a beeline to look out the window because this doesn't seem right to him. With the description of the sunlight and the brightness outside.
Mm-hmm. You beeline over to the window, and you can smell the fresh air, the sea that is of Whitefish Bay that is down below Caladir, and you can even smell some of the sheep way off in the distance. But it is a clear day with partly cloudy day with a lot of sunlight and none of the rain like there was just a moment ago before you passed through the mirror.
Sorcery. Either we're befuddled or we're at another time.
The door opens up and a young man walks in. He's tall and lanky with an unhealthy looking parlor. He wears the brown robes of an academic who is not meant to be seen.
Does he seem to take
Hello?
note of us?
This is not what it looks like.
Hello, princess. He nods to you and walks over and starts picking up all the books off of the top of the dresser and starts piling them up.
Can we see who he is addressing as the princess?
Let's see. There are 5 of you. 1, 2. Twyla,
Oh, yay.
she's
I have
favorite
told you,
again.
young princess, I will instruct you in magic no more. I do not want to hear your complaints. Focus on the lessons that will serve your earldom if you should marry one day. He stands up with all the books in his arms. No, I will not listen to your begging. You may attend your next lesson when you respect my words, as your sister does. And with that, he walks out the door, which
Wait,
closes behind
no.
him.
No, please stop.
Twyla, one thing you do notice that on top of all those books was one of the wooden medallions that would have fit into the mirror.
As she's in the middle of making the mocking mimicry of no, please don't. Wait a minute. There. Okay, he had something with him just now, and she actually starts trying to follow.
All right. You run after him and throw open the door. Beyond is a narrow hall, which is with 2 doors on either side and a 5th door at the end. The door at the end of the hall slams shut, and there's a clicking sound of a lock falling into place. Hey, Graham, can we get that map, or is it? Or I can pull it up on Rule 20. Oh, it's already up. Haha.
First of all, okay, hang on. Team meeting. I know that I haven't been the kindest to all of you, but I want to say thank you for coming in and saving me from here. I know that you could have just walked away, and you chose to follow me inside this mirror dimension. Now, is this a memory of some sort, or are we watching the prince's memory? Is that what this is?
That seems wise.
Oh, and if you do look around, Snicklet is not with you.
Oh.
Yes, well.
Snicklet's gone.
Never liked him anyway.
So Peaches will leave the room last and try to steal like a nice brooch or something off of the vanity just to see if it's real. She wants to try to just like pick something up in the space to see if it's real, and if it's real she will definitely put it in her pocket, but if it is not real she will still try to put it in her pocket. I don't know if I'm kidding.
Well, the easiest thing is on the vanity are several wooden figurines carved to look like people, representations of people. You see a king, a queen, and 2 princesses.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take the 2 princesses.
All right.
Okay. Oh, make sure you take that medallion too.
Can I like physically touch them though and like put them in my pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
well then I'll take the whole family. She was just testing it at first, and if she could take the whole family, mostly because she just wants to a little memento.
Would someone fill me in, perhaps, who knows a little bit more about this than I do? What? There's a prince, and yet he's absent in the picture and on these figurines. Am I missing something? Where's the prince in all of this?
Oh, on the painting, there's only the queen, the king, and 2 princesses, I think.
2 princesses.
Yeah.
The current family is a king, a queen, a princess, and a prince. But this was 2 generations ago.
I see. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Got it. You know what? I think I just figured it out in my head. Yes, never mind.
Oh.
Yes.
Got it. Was it
And
like
just-
during your time, Alwyn?
Ooh, sick burn.
No, I mean it's a
High
genuine
five,
question.
Twyla. That was good. That was my level. Let's go.
I mean, like, sure, I'll high five you, but it was genuine. I that was unintentional. Normally, I'm pretty intentional with my burns, but I'm sorry, Alwyn.
Question for the DM:
Mhm.
was the little medallion then got taken away by that other guy?
Yep.
On the books? Is that...
Yes.
Okay.
He seemed to be an academic of some sort, and he left through the door. And when you ran open to go open up the door, it led to the short hallway that we can see on the map. And the door at the other end was closing, and a lock slammed shut. You notice that each of the doors is slightly different in shape and appearance, and the end door seems to have some writing on top of it, as well as some hooks. But you'd have to get closer to get more information.
Alwyn will carefully walk towards it to examine the words.
All right. Looking at the sealed door at the end, you can see crudely carved into the door, as if in anger, are 4 words, and they read as follows: envious, violent, indifferent, ambitious. There are 2 hooks above each of the words, as if something once hung over top of them. There's no sign of what it might have been that was once there.
Could you say those 4 words for me one more time, Eric?
Absolutely. Envious, violent, indifferent, and ambitious.
Well, someone was writing slander on this door. Who do you think it's about?
Maybe we should check the other doors first to find out. As you know, as a tabaxi, I'm trying to stop myself from opening all the. I'm very, very curious, but
Which door would you like to be curious about, coin maker?
I look at Peaches. Do you want to open a door for me?
Absolutely.
And probably find more treasure.
Oh. The top left is an exterior style door that's made of solid oak with dark iron bands. And you can see mud splatters on the bottom of the door, as well as a scent of soil and plants coming from within.
All right.
Top right seems to be an interior style door made of pine. It is nicked and dented in many places, especially the lower half. And there's a jelly stain in the crack between the doors, between the boards.
That's it. That's the one. That's it. That's the one. And she's going to run towards the jelly.
Yes.
Are we going to the jelly door, or do you want to know about the other two?
I think the jelly door is the
Caution, Peaches.
Yeah, she would try to be patient enough to hear about the other doors.
I'll walk by the other doors and kind of take a look at them as I head with the rest of the group.
The bottom left is a darkly paneled interior door made of black walnut. You, Emerald, think you have seen this door before because it was the door to the Royal Library.
Oh.
Wait. Hold on, Peaches. This one looks a bit
She's
familiar.
inches away from like licking the jelly on the door.
Keep your tongue. Hold one moment. Well,
It's raspberry, by the way.
this one might lead us home, or at least back to the library, perhaps. But maybe we don't want to do that yet. Just good to know in the future.
Good observation.
Proceed with the licking.
Or the you want to know the last door?
Last door.
Oh well, yeah.
Which is
What
made
was
out
the
of
last
cheese.
door?
No, it's actually not. It is actually made out of maple and bound in brass.
We don't hear anything now, do we?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Which, weirdly, you think that door is the same door that led into Prince Owarin's room, which is the one you went into that sucked you through the mirror.
But it's not the room we came out of.
Yes, but when you look down the hallway, you see the alternate Prince Owarin's room, but it's now the sunny room that had the figurines of the two princesses.
Gotcha.
Is it
Ooh, check.
fair to say that these are all... Do they lead to different places in the castle? Perhaps a kitchen with the jelly, or a, I don't know, greenhouse with the soil, was it?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's go ahead and open them.
After you, Peaches.
Peach is gonna lick that jelly. Now she might not lick it. She might stick her finger in it and then lick her finger. And then yes, exactly. And then she will try the door handle and push it open. She is not going to bother checking for traps.
All those doors are one of these little twist ones as opposed to knobs.
Perfect.
And it opens right up at your touch. And beyond the pine door, you see a girl with straight hair of about 8 years old sitting atop a stool in a child's playroom. She's strategically turned to face a corner, a traditional discipline. On her lap is a closed book. A tall woman paces the hall. Her own black hair reaches the back of her knees. Her posture is fierce and royal. Coinmaker, you recognize her from the painting.
Oh.
It's Robin.
Your Majesty, hello. I do an awkward bow and see if she can hear me or anything.
You don't think she can hear you because she instead addresses the young girl. Deirdre, You can't attack your sister like that. She says sharply, but her voice holds the frustration of a tired parent. Deirdre interrupts. Mother, you don't see how she mocks me. You never see it, and you always believe her. I don't know where your anger comes from. My rage comes from her, she shouts. She gets everything, and she makes sure I know it. Robin crosses her arms, gazing at her daughter as if trying to solve a puzzle. Your life will have equal blessings in time. I don't want this life. I don't want to be stuck here. Be patient, Robin says. You're a royal child, and you won't strike your sister. A division in the family can create a division in our people. The girl motes silently, turning back to the corner. The woman gently rests a hand to the top of Deirdre's head before turning and departing, fading away as she leaves the girl, who continues sitting on the stool.
Maker, question for you.
Uh-huh.
Deirdre, was she the younger sister?
From the looks of it.
From the portrait?
Uh-huh, yes.
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 This is the younger sister.
Okay. And there were more slashes on the older sister too. On the portrait. I kind of talk and say, "Hey, friend," just to see if the little girl can hear me.
She turns to you.
I'm shocked and like takes a step back. Oh, he can hear me.
What do you want?
Well, me and my friend, I point at Peaches, we're here to offer some candies, some treats, because that's what we do here in this castle. Right?
Okay, you're the treat bringer. Make with the treats.
That's not the name I want.
What name did you want, treat maker? We all get things we don't want around here.
Peaches, do you still have those tasty wet things in your
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, you want me to share them? Sure, I guess. And she will walk forward with a very sticky wet bag in her hand and offer some candy. Some sweets.
Do they all come as one group?
Yeah,
Do
sometimes
they
they
stick together.
Yeah, sometimes they stick together. You could just pull them apart and put them back in if you don't want to eat them all. I mean, yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Not bad. What type of candy is it?
Like just little tiny gummy candies. They're different flavors, probably like some strawberry flavored ones. Think like hardtack, but a little bit gummier because she's kept them kind of wet. Like something might have spilled in the bag and she just didn't bother cleaning it up.
You're Deirdre, right?
I am.
All right. You're the cool princess.
I am in timeout.
Feels
okay.
absurd.
I threw a spoon at my sister.
Oh. Well, sometimes it's fun to do that, right?
Then I get another talking to. It was an overreaction, but I'm satisfied that by the mark it left on her.
Yeah.
Peaches at that will laugh out loud and then realize nobody else is laughing and very quickly stop laughing.
They all say I'm angry all the time, I don't see it that way at all.
Well,
I think I stand up for myself.
Which is a good trait to have. Yes, that's really a good trait to have. But do you know a way to calm yourself down? Like, is there anything that kind of makes you smile and feel relaxed when you see something like candy for me, or coins, gold coins, things like that?
She, instead of answering you verbally, she puts her hand on the book on her lap And you see the title of it is Origins of Arcane Power by Douglas of Thay.
Douglas of Thay, like Thay?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oof.
This makes me happy. This calms me down. And she opens up the book, and you see that, or use it as a bookmark, she has a wooden placard that has the word courageous on it. And you notice there's 2 holes on the placard on the top, as if it could be hung on hooks.
Can we borrow that? I think we need that for something. We'll give you more. Here, you know what? I have a pouch of coins. I don't know. Coins can be
used as a bookmark.
Twilight, if it's okay, coin maker, you'll feel a very small, like light tracing of something on the back of your shoulder. A little feather is stuck over. I'm going to be casting enhance ability for charisma checks on you and handing over the feather.
And boom, here we go.
The feather, so that I can fly away. So I can fly away from here.
That's true. If you read that book and study more, maybe you can transform this into like a big bird or something. And I don't know, hopefully not attack the whole Isles,
Why would I do that? I want no part of it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Here's your placard, and I'll accept your gift. And she gives you the placard that says courageous.
Okay.
And takes the feather and puts it back into her book.
When you're done with your timeout, maybe we can play together, right? Outside.
Outside?
Yeah. I can teach you how to throw spoon properly. Next time.
I think I'd like to be left alone with my book for now. But thank you for the offer.
Okay. I just turn around and just mutter to myself, kids, just leave.
Coinmaker, good job. Despite my initial impression of you, I think you have some promise.
Oh, I thought I'm already your favorite, but that's good to know.
Yes, good job by all, honestly. Peaches picking the right door, and Coinmaker leading the conversation. Twyla coming in clutch with a feather. Team effort. I didn't do much, but good job.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
I'll help out on the next one. I didn't want to interrupt.
You were clearly ready.
All right. Well, I look at I show the placard and say, maybe we need to find one more of these and then put it on the door. That door, with the.
Yeah. Going back out into the hallway, where the hooks are, does it look like where you would place something would cover up the other words, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, right. 3 more placards then, yes?
I sense there may be 3 more doors we could try.
What a coincidence.
Getting better at this. All right. What's the next door? Which door do we go to next?
You have a library door, a bedroom door, and the outside door.
All right, I'll take this one, and I walk to the bedroom door.
Alrighty. The maple door opens back into the bedroom, though it's starkly different than it's a starkly different memory. The dark-haired girl is now a woman of 18. She lies on the floor, curled as if to close herself off to the world. A blanket is pulled about her, hiding her live figure. On the bed sits an ancient man in loose robes, his lips thin from time and dark blue veins holding his folded flesh to his antique bones. "You deceived me!" the woman sobs. "Take it as a lesson to look beyond surface appearances, Deirdre," The ancient man says with a wide devilish grin spreads to his hollow cheeks. His mouth is toothless and gaping. You betrayed me! Rage is brewing in her throat and emitting as an enraged cry. A lesson to guard your heart, my love. Deirdre climbs to her feet, still clutching the blankets about her. You fooled me into thinking you held secrets to my magic. You pretended to be my freedom, but I have strength to free myself. Do you really? He says in a soft tone, as if to chide. I banish thee, Malawar. May I never see you again. A cackle echoes through the room as the ancient figure vanishes and the young woman drops to her knees, sobs echoing through her.
Emeril will calmly and carefully walk to her, pull out a handkerchief, and just tap her lightly and offer it up. Are you alright?
He lied. He lied.
Yes, yeah. Men lie a lot.
He promised to tutor me when Keen would not.
When who would not?
Keen.
Oh, yes.
My former tutor and now my sister's lover.
I see.
I accepted him. He looked nothing like this. He was a young man with golden hair. And so beautiful.
Yes.
He tricked me into pledging my life to Talos. Let my ambition blind me. Can you feel it? I can. The power pulses through me. But what? What cost? What have I bound myself to? How could I be such a fool?
Was that rhetorical? Sorry. Yes. We all.
You're all the same. You're all assholes.
Well,
all of you, shut up. Just shut up before I make you shut up.
Point Maker gives a thumbs up. You're doing a great
somebody
job.
else wanna.
You look away from that emerald and you notice that she has another book next to her. It is The Mastery of an Arcane Transformation is the title with no author listed. But the bookmark has fallen out of it. It's another placard and it reads, Lost.
Listen, Deirdre. I know that we all make mistakes. We all buy into things that aren't necessarily true. I myself have done it time and time again. And I understand how you're feeling. Perhaps I could help. We could help.
Can you roll back time? Have you ever made a decision and afterwards you know how foolish it was? And there's no way to fix it.
Yes, I have. I'm a storyteller, Deirdre. Let me tell you a short story. Long ago, I was forced to leave my home. I made a mistake. I too trusted the wrong person. And because of that, I can't go back. I wish I could turn back time, as you do. But that's not how life works.
Alvin starts sweeping silently behind you.
Yeah, I have just my mouth covered. What's the story?
She reaches down and picks up that placard and puts it into your hand.
Thank you.
Do with this what must be done.
I'll slowly...
Please, leave me. Leave me to my despair.
I'll back away and I'll exit. And as soon as the door is closed... Woo! That was crazy, right? Wow!
Good job, Emerald.
Good.
Good job.
Thanks. Yes.
Are you okay, Alan? You got a little...
I'm
a
fine.
lot of something. Like,
I'm fine.
what'd you do?
Peaches is going to offer Alwyn a really dirty and unwashed handkerchief.
I thank you. Let's go to the door.
Are you sure? Do you want to talk about it, or...?
No.
Okay.
Enough.
Oh wait! Before we go to that door, she said that she made a deal with someone named Talos. Do you know who that is? Anyone have any idea who?
Is anyone trained in religion?
I mean...
Funnily, no.
Maybe a cleric among us?
Twyla?
You know what? A cleric should. You would think. No.
I have a...
Not proficient.
Like, jack of all trades allows me to have proficiency, but I don't know if that exactly counts.
Sure. You have heard of Talos before. Talos is one of the mainlander gods. He is the god of storms and destruction.
Yes, Talos is a nasty sumbitch. We don't want to, yes, so that was Malawar, yes? She trusted Malawar, and he led her to Talos, the god of destruction and storms on the mainland. So, bad news.
Okay. Well, it's kind of making me afraid to go through the other doors now. Hopefully we don't see an older version of Deirdre, angry that can cause destruction and storm and all that, right? So I'll let you guys pick the next door.
Only two left.
Alwyn, this seems like, your cup of tea, perhaps?
Sure, I will take the lead. And I'll go to one of the doors we haven't examined yet.
There is an outside door and the library door.
We haven't gone to outside, so that sounds like a great place to go.
You reach forward and open the door and find on the back side of it the break. That is right. It is asked that we take a break. Give a
I liked
moment.
Joe's look was like, wait a second, and then realized that was very good.
All right, we'll be right back, everybody.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue our adventures through the Slain Citadel in A Darkened Heart. And we rejoin our intrepid heroes as they are in the Hall of Memories after passing through the mirror in Prince Owarin's room, where they have discovered what was most likely the bedroom of Princess Deirdre a century ago. And strangely enough, a short hallway outside of it that led to four different doors that each seemed to lead to a different memory. And they've explored two of the memories, and they are now on the third one. I believe this was Alwyn was taking the lead and had just opened the oaken door that led to the outside. Is that correct?
Yes, I've sheathed my rapier, sensing that there's no imminent danger at the time, and I push that door open.
The door opens onto a garden surrounded by high stone walls. A young girl of 14 with dark hair and green eyes, Deirdre, sits upon a bench with a book in her hand. Her focus is pointed to the script in front of her, ignoring the rosy-cheeked and copper-haired girl impatiently dancing about around the bench with a wooden sword in hand. Come on, Deirdre! Kane has gone to Waterdeep. It's days of freedom! I happen to take an interest in our studies, as should you, Alicia. Put the book away. I want to go on an adventure, the redhead demands, swinging her sword in an attempt to knock the tome away from Deirdre. We don't all have freedom to frolic on adventurers, shouts Deirdre, her rage boiling in her face as she's boiling her face. A smirk flitters across Alicia's pink lips. Don't worry about your future, sister. I'm the firstborn daughter of the king, but you'll always be kept safe here. as the replacement. Deirdre clutches the book to her chest, staring at her sister with a blank look as she guards herself against the taunts. Knowledge births great leaders. You should pay more attention to our lessons, Deirdre responds. Alicia scoffs and walks off, fading into nothing as she does so.
Alwyn approaches. Are you okay?
I'm vexed.
Your sister?
Hmm?
Is it your sister?
Of course. She's flippant, unfocused, and refuses to take her studies seriously. Despite this, one day, she inherits everything.
She will also inherit all the troubles.
Oh.
There is freedom in not being at the top.
Second child of the king. I don't get any of the entitlements, but I still get all the restrictions. I am expected to live my life here. Bounded by walls, bounded by the court, bounded by expectations.
I think the only binds that you have are those you place on yourself.
Oh,
you have a place of privilege.
Pish-posh.
Use it.
Pish-posh. Absolutely not. I am expected to be prompt, be present, be merry, be engaging, all the things that she is supposed to do, but I get none of the leniency.
Is there something that you do want?
My own way. And I shall make it. I shall find my own route. I shall find my own path. I even wrote it down here. And she opens, looks down at her book, and it's titled, The Military History of the Sword Coast by the sage Elminster of Shadowdale. And she flips open the tome, and the bookmark, as though she has written on it the word determined. And again, it's one of those placards with two holes in it.
It's a good book. I've read it.
It's fascinating. My sister will need to know this if she's expected to lead armies. My guess is she's going to hop on her chariot and ride in and get killed in the first 5 minutes.
Maybe you can be there to guide your sister.
She won't listen to me. Did you hear this? That was polite.
May I borrow that? He points
What
down
for?
to the... I feel it's something that I need myself to become determined.
You're so old. Aren't you determined by now?
Well, you'd be
Teaching
surprised.
the old dog new tricks?
I hope so.
Is hope enough? I think you do need this. Hope is never enough. You need to have this. And she hands you the placard that says determination.
Thank you. I quickly turn around, abruptly walk back, thinking I've done my duty, and close the door. Here you go, folks.
Great. Nicely done.
All right.
She didn't scream at you or anything. I think I... What the...
Discipline.
Before we get to the next one, I just wanted to say that as I was watching that time, I think I'm beginning to understand exactly where these need to go. I'm not sure if anyone else has figured that out as well. Of course, we can figure that out once we get all four of them. I just wanted to say that starting to... Yeah, yes, on the hook. Yes, but I meant which words go with which words. That's all I meant.
Oh, good thinking.
Oh.
Good.
Unless, well, never mind. Let's keep going.
All right,
You wish
we
to
go
try
to
the
the last
fourth door, the library door. Who wishes to
Ooh.
open it this time?
Twyla's been looking at that door every single time, like, I wonder if that mirror is in there. So if that's the last one, she'll be a little bit too excited and just be like kind of like speed walking up to it.
Twyla opens the door, and you see the royal libraries. The shutters of the 3 windows are closed against the weather, and the flicker of oil lanterns, the glow from the dying fireplace provide the only light. Malawar's mirror doesn't hang on the wall. Instead, a portrait of a king and a queen hang in its place. Just Robin and just Tristan. No princesses yet. A young teen with raven hair and hooded green eyes sits on one of the tables, reading over a scroll. A second teen with copper hair lies on her back on a boarskin rug nearby, kicking her legs in the air. You recognize them, Twyla, by now as Deirdre and Alicia. Alicia rolls over on the boarskin rug, laying on her stomach. She should have been here hours ago, Deirdre. It's getting late. I'm sure she just stopped for a break, Deirdre responds. It's hard to believe all of this happened, Alicia, she says, gesturing to the book. That our father really accomplished all of this? Ah, Alicia sighs. Do you ever... All right.
Yep.
Did I blank out? I got a weird pop-up.
You're good here.
No,
Oh,
you're
good. Thank you. Alicia sighs. Do you ever spare a thought for the here and now? You're always lost in your books. Deirdre lowers her books and gives her sister a blank stare. I suddenly remember why we hardly speak, she adds. And I suddenly remember why I don't care to be in the stuffy library, Alicia says, standing and brushing stray fibers from her knees, and steps out the door. There's a quiet moment of silence where Deirdre continues to read before Alicia's happy cry echoes from the hall. Auntie Tavish! A new voice speaks, that of an older woman. Oof! It's so nice to see you, but where's that other niece of mine? Too busy reading and to come and greet you, Auntie, as always. She's always so indifferent, Auntie Tavish remarks. It worries me. There's something unnerving about her demeanor. And you hear it, see, is all Deirdre does, and then turns the page a little bit too forcefully.
Twyla's gonna start walking quietly over towards where she sees Deirdre. You know, one thing I don't like is when people misinterpret how I'm feeling based on their perspective, you know?
That happens all the time here.
So, are you indifferent? Or just...
Oddly.
So...
Because I focus on my books, I focus on what will set me free, and what will set me free is knowledge. I'm studious, not indifferent.
I see that as a positive thing.
Hmm?
I see that as a positive thing. You know, like what they say, knowledge is power.
Exactly. And what will set you free?
I guess my freedom's already... It's already been here. Once I stopped caring what people thought.
Wish I could be that way.
Do you care what others think?
No.
Then you can.
Then they call me indifferent when I hear them whispering about me behind my back, that I am not the perfect little princess.
And Twyla's gonna kind of like kneel down, have her her hands and her forearms kind of resting on her knees. I think that makes you interesting.
I'm sorry, could you say that again, Bree?
I think that makes you interesting.
Well, thank you.
Hmm?
And you actually listen
Yeah.
instead of hearing what you want to hear.
I think I can.
It's refreshing.
Well, what are you reading?
A book about my father's exploits. It's called The Dark Walker War by, well, you heard her, Tavish of Snowdown. She is the court bard.
Oh. I feel like a bard should understand you with that.
Well, she is more the gossipy type.
Oh, I have a sister like that, so say no more.
As opposed to the studious type.
Well, how much left you got in that book?
Not much. In fact, I'm all done. And she flips the last page. Says, I won't be needing this anymore, at least for now. I'll make another for the next book. It's one of the habits I have. I make a new bookmark for each book. I like them to match. Would you like this one?
I would love it. And she'll extend her hand out.
And she gives you a little placard, and it reads, Studious.
No. Deirdre? Can I call you Deirdre?
You may. What may I call you?
Twyla. I'm gonna have to take a page from out of your book. You know, as they say.
She holds her book away from you.
Not literally, I'm sorry. I say stuff wrong sometimes. I just meant to say I might have to try this. And she's kind of indicating towards the bookmark.
Well, best of luck for you. It has been my refuge in this place. My hope, my path. When all else fails.
Oh. Thank you for this lovely conversation. It's been scintillating, but I do think I should be on my way. Best of luck with the sister, you know.
I'll need all I can get. Are you a cleric of Timora by chance?
I am.
Oh, in that case, I will gladly take any luck that you could provide. Oh, luck bringer.
That of Lady Luck. May she stand on your side, and she'll start walking out.
All right. You leave, and the door closes behind you. And you now have 4 different placards.
Nicely done.
Illiterate one. She'll
Well done, Twyla.
Oh. All right. So, and I'll walk down to like the thing. Here's my thought. You all tell me what you think.
Alphabetical.
That's one option. Sure. I was thinking 4 doors, 4 words match up with the 4 words here, and each one is how she feels in that moment, or how she's coming off, and then she gives us that word, right? I mean, that's all. Everyone is there, right? We all understand that?
Good insight, yes.
Yes, Elwin,
Make it happen.
You would have got there in 2 minutes, I swear. So, I'm thinking courageous on top of envious? Yes? I don't mean to, like, do this all by myself. I want to make sure you all are with me.
No, please, you're doing excellent.
Okay,
Continue.
great. Courageous on top of envious. Determined on top of ambitious. Studious on top of indifferent. And lost on top of violent.
You show great promise, Imril. Well done.
Did it work?
I take a step back, like 35 feet away, if possible. How about, yeah, you can try that. If it doesn't work, how about courageous on violent and lost on envious?
Sure.
Try yours first.
Okay.
Yours first.
We'll try it
Might
that
work.
way. Does anything happen?
All right, you put...
I put courageous on envious. determined on ambitious, studious on indifferent, and lost on violent.
I'm waiting
Alrighty.
for
I
Emerald to
think I got
explode.
something wrong.
What's your armor class?
What's my armor class?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Oh.
16.
16. 3 of them fly off at you,
Dang.
Oh,
and one of them whacks you right in the head.
Oh,
Take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
okay.
And the only one that is up there, you said you put studious on top
Indifferent.
of indifferent.
Yeah.
That was the only one that stays on the door.
Okay. Well, I was completely wrong. Somebody else give it a go.
I mean, you were just like 75% wrong.
Yes, not completely. Thank you. That really helps my ego.
You're welcome.
Or you've solved a quarter of the problem already.
Right.
Well done. Now, coin makers, your turn.
How about you continue to solve it, Emerald, and I'm kind of gonna guide you from way over here.
Peaches, you seem particularly buff. Would you like to maybe put these on?
Yeah, Peaches will absolutely walk over to help out with placing them, but she's basically illiterate, so you don't want her guessing on where this is going.
All right, so here was my train of thought, though, and you tell me where I went wrong. So the one that is correct is indifferent and studious, right? That one was pretty obvious. I was thinking violent with lost, because I was going based off how she was acting in each of these. She was particularly violent with me, while she was envious of her sister when Coinmaker and Peaches was talking to her. And she was ambitious, or at least it seemed that way to me, when she was talking with Alwyn. And so I was just matching those up with the words that she gave us in those memories. But perhaps I was doing... What do we think?
Didn't she mention she threw things at her sister? Like she hit her or something?
With a spoon or a
Yes,
fork
of course,
or
in the first one. She was violent.
and that was when she got courageous.
And then I'll hand Peaches the courageous one, and I'll say, put it there, and I'll point at violent.
Yeah, and
So
Peaches will place that one. Oh,
Alwyn has pulled his sword to stand beside Peaches to knock away some of the items flying his way. He happens to have that as a martial ability to cut down on damage from a nearby attack.
All right. So you're putting a courageous on violent.
Yep.
All right. Nothing happens.
Nice.
Great. Good call, everyone.
Good
Peaches
show,
is going
Peaches.
to take a deep breath, and she doesn't know what's happening, but she knows that you got hurt. So she's like, okay.
So then it just stands to reason to switch the other two?
Yeah. She was when she was envious with her sister, she's also determined to create her own path, right? Her own way.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's see if that works.
I'm sold.
Nothing happens.
Nice. And so then...
Nothing good happens
before-
either, but nothing bad happens.
I was just going to say,
Okay.
before Peaches goes to put the last one, she's going to go, I just want to remind you guys that none of the bad shit happened until all of them were on the door. And then she's just going to put it on the door and brace herself.
What are you putting on the door, Peaches?
I think the last one was
Lost on...
Ambitious.
ambitious. Yeah. I have them written, but I keep marking them incorrectly
me too.
because we're getting them incorrect. So I don't want to say the wrong one, and then I'm like,
Click, and you hear it unlock, Peaches.
Woo.
he's just going to
Good
stand there
job,
kind of like,
everyone.
Remarkable.
Great job, Peaches.
I knew you
And-
had it in you.
On the back side, it opens up back onto Deirdre's chamber, where you first entered. So if you look down the hallway, you can see the same room behind you as well. The room is unoccupied, but on the dresser where the spell books were is that wooden corner ornament.
Ooh.
And Graham, you have costs for us. Coin maker is already there. I can see the hand.
Yep, I'm trying to grab it. That's a third one.
It features a bald, lipless, wrinkled old man who shows pure malice. And Emerald recognizes that person quite distinctly.
That's Maloir. That's
That it doesn't have the word Maloir. Instead, it has the word Koss. Koss. Coss.
Coss. So,
And when you pick it up, coin maker, you find the room swirls around you, and you find yourself back in a Warren's room with a shadowy world around you in what you think is the present day. Everything is as you left it, except now, the mirror is shattered and broken. And Sticklet's
We're
there.
back. Is this the second corner piece that we got, or the third one? Because I know we got a medallion somewhere, or is that the different?
You got the first one was already in the mirror. This is the second.
This is the second one. Okay.
Wow, you're back. You were gone like for all 4 seconds.
that's all?
Yeah. I was like, hey, we're up. Oh, never mind. You're back.
Okay, so for personally, creep factor 99 out of 100. Respect the trickery of it though. I can respect that.
Absolutely.
Oh, I went to check the other suite, and there's another mirror in that room too, but it won't respond to me. Maybe it only responds to mortals.
Makes sense.
This is in Princess Carolyn's room.
Let's see.
All right.
So we've got.
Maybe we should go. Did anything happen in that 4 seconds that we were gone?
I had enough time to run over to Carolyn's room to see if the mirror was there, and then run back.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
All right.
Show us the way.
All right. He shows you the way, and it takes to another suite of chambers that were once used by Princess Carolyn and appears to have been untouched since the invasion came. A thin layer of dust covers the wooden floors and furniture. Paintings and tapestries of nautical scenes hang on the wall, and a model of a longship sits atop the chest of drawers. The only polished item is a mirror attached to the back of the ornate dresser. I poked it, nothing happened.
Are we about to do this again?
Well, you seem to be an expert at it, and Twyla will kind of do a little bow and extend her hand forward.
Oh.
Please, after you.
Coin maker, did you say something?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I spread my arms, and we're doing this, right?
I'll pull the cloth off the mirror. And... Yep.
Gretchen, all right. And you are all drawn through the mirror, and you find yourself on the deck of a mighty Northlander longship that miraculously drifts under the sea. A bubble of air encapsulates the deck of the ship, providing stale but breathable air. A distant sun shines through the water. The ripples of light wash over the decks, wet with water and massacre. Alicia Kendrick and a valiant crew of Northlanders and Ffolk battle scores of Sahuagin, whom swarm the ship from both sides. From the stern of the longship, a massive kraken reaches forth with its tentacles, intent on ripping you and the ship apart. So, rather than going directly into initiative, we're going to do a group initiative where you guys automatically win. So we're going to go around to you guys, and then I'm going to react. And so we are going to start with the person who touched it first, which I believe was Emerald.
Yes.
All right, and I will ask Graham if he could pull up our beautiful map of, or can I set it over there right now? I think I can.
It is there.
Oh, already there. I am behind. I need to catch up. Ooh, pretty. City did such a good job with that giant kraken.
We're fighting a kraken?
Uh-huh.
Eh.
So all these other people on the ship, they are...
Well, actually, everybody else, they're fighting the Kraken. You need to fight the Sahuagin very quickly.
Okay.
But I'd like to know what you would like to do to defend this great ship, the Princess of Moonshae, which is famous in story and a novel by Doug Niles.
Amazing. Emerald will immediately put... This was not what he's expecting. He will look for any kind of high ground, any sort of like, can he climb rigging?
You can climb the prow of the ship that has the figurehead that you can see up there. So it's since it's the Drakkar, which is a Viking longship, it kind of slopes up as it goes, and so you can easily climb up there.
Start there, yeah.
So the Swagan are coming in from the sides and fighting the Northlanders, who are really good at fighting, by the way. Much more so than the Ffolk.
Okay, good. I'll immediately draw my crossbow and take a couple shots.
All right. Roll me some dice.
I will do. Here we go.
You'll see among the Sahuagin, there are a whole bunch of standard, but you can tell 2 are champions among them. You can tell because they have bonus arms. Like bonus 4.
I got a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm, you hit.
Okay. For 10 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will bonus action yell out just loud, defend the ship! And I will give Bardic Inspiration to Coinmaker.
Alrighty. And anything else, Emerald?
I think that's it for me.
We'll jump to Coinmaker, who now has inspiration.
Alright. I look at Emerald and say, hey, that's my spot. I try to get here instead and try to shoot. What is this guy?
That's a Barron. That's the champion, the multi-armed champion. They get bigger. Sahuagin never die of old age. They just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Okay, so we'll I use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on it, and the magical mark looks like a coin but has like my smiling face on it, and I use my magical longbow to make an attack.
Alrighty.
And that is, let me see, there you go. Ooh, that's 30 to hit. Wow, okay.
Yeah,
and that is for 12 damage plus Hunter's Mark. There. Plus 3 more. So 15 damage in total.
Nice.
Arrow sinks deep, and blue blood starts seeping out from around the wound. And we're going to swing over to Twyla. Twyla, while you're here, you notice here, let's see, Robin and Tristan are aboard this vessel. You can see that Tristan is over engaging the other Baron, and he has a glowing sword that's obviously magical and is engaging it, while the other Northlanders are engaging the smaller ones. And you see Robin, who is up near where Emerald is, and she is casting druidic spells.
Ooh, okay.
You can see her skin is all barky.
Ooh, fancy. I gotta learn that. I probably can't ever do that in my lifetime, but anyways. Ooh, well, let's see if I can help out here. Twyla is going to kind of look at her hands momentarily. See, there's like a little bit of sticky residue from one of the candies. Ah, okay. Goes and bites into her thumb a little bit until there's just the slightest amount of blood. And then gonna cast Bane on the 2 larger. And I guess a bonus 3rd as well. Dealer's choice.
All right. You can get one of the priestesses too.
That's awesome. So it'll be a charisma saving throw. DC is 15.
All right. The priestess fights it off, but the two barons are now banded.
Perfect. And then Twilight's gonna maintain where she's at for now.
All right. And then I'm going to flip down to Alwyn.
All right, folks, get ready and charge there. And
When you shout folks, half the people shout, yeah! The Northlanders go, boo!
Northlanders, there! And then he pulls out his whip and lashes out at the big guy beside him there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll use a bonus action to actually call out to Coinmaker and start, shoot him again! And he's using his commander's strike to get his ally to make a strike against the same one. So,
I panic and just follow the command.
I can't. I must follow the plan. Alwyn controls me.
Yeah, that's 31 to hit for 12 damage. Am I attacking the same one with the Hunter's Mark?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Nice. Okay, so that's an additional 6 more damage. Holy crap. So that's 18 total.
Good show, man! I assume a 14 doesn't hit with the whip.
No, it does not.
Alright.
Not a baron. Alrighty.
Just pointing.
Peaches.
Yeah, so she will kind of bamf into this space and see that there is just a fight breaking out, and her tiny, like, 2.5-foot frame is just going to go, ah! And she's just going to grab her mace and just run at the nearest one, which I'm assuming is this one. Her goal is to get to this big guy down here, but there's other people in her way.
Eric, would it have been okay for me to have moved beside her during my... All right.
Sure.
Yeah, and she...
Would you like to be next to the big one?
I mean, that's her ultimate goal, but where she landed
You
is
run
where she
forward,
landed.
and suddenly there's a bamf as a surge of Feywild magic courses through you, and you can see as there's a wisp of motion across the ground as you misty step next to the
Nice.
Baron.
Yeah.
As you come back in,
So she'll
and
just,
you because you just did it's a Feywild magic surge. We're gonna have to do something. Yes, we are.
Oh no.
Oh, yes, we are. What shall we do? Let's see. Your ears look like fish's fins.
oh, okay. Yeah, she will.
When you come back.
Yeah.
That will last until your next long rest.
All right, perfect. She will, as she notices that, become even more enraged, and bonus action go into a rage. And then she's going to attack the two. She'll get 2 attacks because now she gets 2 at this level. So.
Wow.
So a 27 and a 23 to hit.
Both hit.
With 2 10s for damage on both.
So a total of 20?
20 total, yep. And then I just want to double check something really quickly. Okay, I think that's it. I just wanted to make sure that there was nothing else that she could do. So she will just continue to be in a rage, attacking like a mad, tiny, angry something. Chihuahua? Question mark?
Badger! Only a badger. There is a sudden crack of magic erupts over the place, over the ship, and Deirdre, a grown Deirdre, suddenly appears on the stern of the ship with a leather-coated object strapped to her forearm. and she points directly at the Kraken, and she says, You escaped me once, but not again. And she yanks the leather cover off of the crystal mirror on her arm and raises it up to confront the Kraken with its own horrific visage. I name you, she says in a name that can't be heard over the Kraken's roar, and you are mine. And she lifts the glass high, shoving the reflective surface towards looming Kraken. The mirror shatters of its own will, shards of glass exploding outward to puncture the monster in 1,000 places, rendering the huge body into a gory mass of bleeding wounds. Back to you all, as the Kraken has been nullified. We're going to start back up with you, Emerald.
Right, yes, we're still going. That was... My God, I'm turned on. Let's see. We can, I am going to, I'm gonna use a thing I have called, where is it? I was so distracted by that, I wasn't prepared. I'm gonna use bonus action to steady my aim, which will give me advantage on this next attack. And then I'm going for the biggest, baddest one who's still alive, probably that one in front of me there. Yeah, this will be sneak attack, crossbow, let's go. Another 17.
Hits.
Okay, this time with sneak attack damage. 24 points that time.
Youch. All right.
And I used my bonus action. I cannot move because I steadied my aim, so that is my turn.
All right, bringing us down to Coinmaker.
All right, we can curse here, right? Yeah, I go like, holy shit, did anyone just see that? I guess we're eating Kraken meat for dinner, everyone. I start shooting, continue shooting, and I just remember that, yes, I can attack twice. So I'll fire 2 arrows. That is 23 to hit and a 13 to hit.
The 13 will miss, the other one will hit.
Okay, and then bonus action on the Hunter's Mark on the one that hit. That little coin, that's a plus 6 damage. So 20 damage on that.
And your shot. Describe your killing blow for me, Coinmaker.
The first shot is just kind of to distract my target, and then just kind of underneath it, there's another arrow. Just to hit it, and then my Hunter's Mark starts spinning. Like, again, it's a gold coin with my smiling face. So there we go.
And it tumbles down into the sea. Twyla.
Okay, so Twyla is going to start moving over towards this larger buddy. It's close to her. And as she's moving over in that direction, her hands start tracing lightly, outline almost across her torso. And as she crosses her arms, it's like this secondary version of her splits out from herself. I'm going to use Invoke Duplicity. And that is an action. So as she's standing up... Oh, I apologize. That one already died. Would I be able to use some movement to go down to the other large one? I'd move myself to the wrong spot and roll 20.
Oh, just fix it.
Perfect. Thank you. And she's running in that direction. That second form juts out from her. And she is going to get up to this spot and hold where she's at.
Alrighty. So you've evoked that. That's a power, right? Your action?
It's I use my channel divinity. It's an action.
Alrighty. That brings down Alwyn.
All right. He moves forward to be beside Peaches, and
he died.
my abilities are Amazing.
That was a Northlander
Oh, all right, excellent.
on your way up.
He lashes over the head
Yes,
of
brother, we did it.
over the head of Peaches at the other big guy with his whip, and again calls out, but this time to Peaches, strike there! And I realize that I should have rolled a superiority dice with the attack roll. So if she hits, she gets an additional 1d10 from my superiority die.
Alrighty.
So take a shot there, Peaches.
Weirdly enough, it's now Peach's turn. Amazing how that worked out.
Yeah. She will just blindly follow because she literally can't do anything else. She's so frenzied. So, let's go with, where did it go? Oh, here it is. With an 18 to hit for Peaches. Okay.
18 hits.
All right. So she gets an extra 3 on top of whatever you roll.
8, 9, 10, 11 total.
All right.
And 15 comes through from my whip because of the sneak attack on it.
All right, got it. Does Peaches just get one attack?
Yes.
No, she get just.
On her, you still have your turn coming up. So there was
Oh.
it was an extra attack from on my turn.
Oh, okay.
I'm using the commander's strike, that is.
Ah, I follow. Okay. So it's now Peach's turn
Okay,
to do even more damage.
she'll keep swinging away if she can. You guys will see her in probably an uncomfortable amount of fury, probably sugar foam at the corners of her mouth, hair just
Sugar foam.
sticky. She just literally can't control herself. This is she's been waiting all day for this.
Like candy spittle going all over the place.
Yes, absolutely. So that was an 18 and a 23 to hit for her 2 attacks. With a 7 and a 10, so 17 total damage.
Alrighty. And that Sahagin also tumbles down into the sea. So all those shards from the mirror that ruptured out and slaughtered the Kraken have just been spiraling around down at the end of the ship, spinning and twisting and turning. And then with the Kraken now diced up into little Kraken pieces, all the shards simultaneously turn, chunk, back towards the back part of the ship. And then, as if propelled by an invisible command, shoot straight forward, striking Deirdre. Hundreds, if not thousands of these shards drive like needles into her, some piercing all the way through her as she screams in agony as these things just start sinking into her. And then the weirdest thing happens. They dissolve, disappearing into her, leaving no marks and dripping no blood as they go. But Deirdre screams in overwhelming horror, collapses the deck and curls up into a ball of terrified flesh as she's frantically slapping at her skin where the darts pierced her.
I just yell out, Deirdre, no! And try to get towards her location.
Okay. The Sahagin, seeing that the Kraken is dead and their 2 leaders have been slain by you 2, immediately leap overboard and dive back into the waters, clearing out the ship entirely. Coinmaker, we're going to kind of fall out of initiative at this point.
Okay.
Coinmaker, you said you wanted to run over to Deirdre?
Yeah, I mean, she's our savior. She's the Kraken Slayer. And...
She's just slapping herself, screaming at, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I cast Goodberry and just try to feed it to her. Take this, take this.
She's shoving the
Eat it.
glitter in her mouth.
Yeah,
She gets
help,
his
somebody
juices
help.
now slipping down her mouth, but it doesn't seem to be having any effect on what's happening.
Emerald will also run over there, on like the wet ship and whatnot. What's happening? What happened to her?
Those shards, didn't you see the shards just kind of stack, all of them just kind of
Yes,
pierce to
so
her body?
How
but
is she not dead? What's inside? What do we have to get out?
I don't know. I'm a ranger. I don't know what's going on.
Twyla!
The berry doesn't work.
Twyla, this is your thing, right? You're muted right now, Twyla. I can't hear you through the storm.
Shit, I'm a healer. I'm just gonna start running over there with like a little duplicate, kind of looking around for a second, like, oh, and then following.
Duplicate looks at you and goes. And they said,
But there's like no external wounds on her at
None.
all.
make me a medicine check.
Okay. What is that? A 16.
She is definitely in shock, but you can see no visible wounds, which makes you believe this is some sort of magical effect.
Okay. Deirdre, darling. Do you remember me? We're stressed. I understand. And as she's speaking, like she's starting to trace little runes in the air around her and almost trying to pass it off as though she's just talking with her hands.
Okay.
And she's gonna be muttering under her breath to Timora. And she's gonna try to cast Modify Memory on Deirdre. It's gonna be a Wisdom saving throw. DC is 15.
Nice.
Okay. This seems to calm her down, or she's exhausting herself. But her frantic slapping and screaming come to an end as she's like, it goes down to a trembling and whimpering. Her father, Tristan, has run over to her at this point now, and wraps his arms around her and is whispering, "Brave daughter, brave child." Alman, while you and Peaches are on the other side fighting that other Baron, you see a piece of round wood rolling across the deck of the ship towards you.
I quickly
It's
grab
about
it.
that big, and it seems to be one of the medallions.
Look!
When you pick it up, when you look at it, it has a image of a kraken on it, and the name Sinioth is carved into it. Do we have such a handout for us, Gran? And when you pick it up, the reflection that the entire place, it's like the world just kind of cracks suddenly, where everything around you just shatters. And then you find yourselves back in Princess Terlin's suite.
Okay.
Where
Before that happens, do I have time to do like primeval awareness as an action to just detect if there's any fae or any fae creatures? That's what I'm assuming.
Is it just fae? Or is it
I know
any
it can
outsider?
detect aberrations, celestial dragons, elementals, fiends, undead present within 1 mile, but my focus is if there's anyone nearby that might have caused this to or done this to Deirdre. That's what I'm trying to do. My tabaxi senses are tingling.
Celestial, fiend, undead, basically all the detect good and evil creature things. Let's say it does tingle. It's
Okay.
divine power.
Ooh.
Oh.
I guess it would be celestial. It's not
Yep.
actually a fiend. It's the power of Talos.
So as we go back to our room, to the room, I'm like, I felt it. I felt like some divine being. Talos. We learned about Talos a while ago in the other room, right?
Yes, that's right.
I felt it there.
So, what are you saying? This is...
There's destruction, storm. Is Talos related to Krakens, or I don't know?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, that's the whole bag, baby. I don't usually talk like that, but it came out. I don't know.
We're still turned on. We're still turned on from the
little
Kraken.
Austin Powers
Like-
coming out. I don't know. Yeah.
It's got all these strange feelings.
So wait, we have the third medallion. Yes.
Yes.
Now I was really wrong beforehand, but is it possible that since we have, there's one with Malwar pictured that says Kos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's the one that has the person in the mirror, and it says Malwar. So then this Kraken says Cineoth. So wait, hang on. Now I'm confusing myself. If Malwar, we should just go back to the mirror and figure it out there.
Good idea.
But you still need one more
think-
place, right?
Yeah, we're still missing one more.
Oh, we
Malawar
are?
is already there.
I
Yeah.
can take you to the Slain's chamber.
Oh boy. All right.
Maybe that has more.
That's probably why I was confused.
All right, let's go. Come on, I'll show you.
All right.
And
follow the
I
quick
think
link.
it leads you through to the Slain's chamber, which until recently would have been used by High King Jared and High Queen Kefri. And the chambers have been used by the High Kings and Queens of the Moonshaes for centuries. The furniture is made out of fine cherry and consists of a bureau, a chest of drawers, and an armoire. A large four-poster bed with a canopy occupies the center of the main room, and the walls are decorated with numerous tapestries, as well as a portrait that has been damaged. A long freestanding mirror sits in the corner of the room, completely intact.
Okay. Kind of losing my goal here. Pretty sure this is the king's room. There's got to be treasure here, right?
Yep.
Right.
You
Going
wanna loot
back
place?
to the main quest. Let's see if there's-
Coin
there's-
Maker goes through and quickly discovers a sack of coins
Ooh.
with has a amount of coins appropriate to your level.
Okay. Just go
And
while
a
looking.
potion
Oh, okay.
that has a looks like it is some almost looks like root beer, but with a fingernail floating in it.
Spoiled.
Tasty.
See, the
I don't
player
know.
got
I don't know why I
excited.
typed here
This is
potion of
no-
root beer, but
Well, it's that color. You don't. It's that color of dark brown. It has little bubbles floating up and down inside of
okay.
it. The portrait is of Robin and Tristan Kendrick. Robin has been sliced through repeatedly. Tristan only has a nick, as if whoever was vandalizing the paintings had second thoughts when it came to him.
All right.
Anyone else want to go
What?
first this time? Is there a mirror in here? There's no mirror in here.
Yes, there's a
There is.
freestanding mirror sits in the corner, completely intact.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Twyla did such a fine job with the first mirror.
Thank you. Oh, are you volunteering me? Is that what's happening right now?
I think we're
Wait,
gonna get
as-
sucked in again, so I don't think it
that's
really
a fair
matters.
point.
I'm gonna go
Does
touch the
anyone know
mirror.
any bards, by the way? Because I feel like Coin Maker, Coin Taker would be an amazing tune. But
I
Anyway.
I am a bard. As I touch the mirror, I say, I am a bard. I can sing you.
oh,
Will you notice when you get close, Emerald, that the mirror itself is carved to look, the edges are carved to look like furbolgs, trolls, and fir trees.
Oh.
And when you touch it,
I noticed too late.
you're pulled through.
I could
And
sing
you-
you a song.
Graham, can you get Alicia for us?
Yeah.
And you appear at the bottom of a great pit. The smooth walls tower over you, framing a sky heavy with dark clouds and menace. The only occupant is a copper-haired woman you've seen in earlier reflections. She's dirty and bleeding while being armored for battle. She is slumped against the wall of the pit with uncomprehending shock on her face. And overhead, you hear the rumbling of thunder.
Oh, shit. Hello? Did everybody else come? No? Nobody else came.
You alone.
We're all there.
Oh, okay, good.
Go on, you're doing fine.
Hello there. You seem to be in a bad way. We need some assistance?
Yes, quite frankly, yes.
Yes. I reach back and I just pull
What
Twilight.
are you doing here? You weren't here a moment ago.
We are, from the future.
No, stop. Everything is madness now. Everything is madness.
Yes. I understand.
I've come here. Have you come to stop my sister before she does something terrible?
What has she done already?
She's aligned herself with trolls and furbolgs against the Ffolk, her own people. She's trying to bend the Earthmother to her. She claims she's the soul of the new gods. And when my father and I tried to stop her in this madness, she confined us to this pit. My father was able to get out, King Tristan, perhaps you know him.
Yes,
But
indeed.
what? What is going on? What would make my sister do this? She's trying to destroy the Earthmother. That would destroy the Moonshaes themselves. What? I don't understand.
She's a bit pissed, I think. We've had the pleasure of getting to know her recently.
Mhm.
And I'm like looking for help here.
Bit angered,
When I
yes.
get transported, I
she
do.
lets no one else in. She's a very guarded person.
Okay, can we talk to her? As I do a
Yes, so we can
superhero
get out of
landing.
this pit. She's up here somewhere, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Well,
Do you need help?
let's get out of
Do
this
you want to
pit.
go with us?
I would love to. You help me stop her before she does something foolish. More foolish. Foolishness? I don't know words. There are no words to explain what the things that she is doing. And now Mother's all in a wrath.
You know what now?
My mother, Robin,
She's in a what?
the great druid.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Last I saw her, she was infused with the power of the Earthmother, was going to go off to stop Deirdre.
Well, we should definitely get there, so perhaps, I look to the party, anybody have an idea how to get out of this pit?
What are
Looking
the-
up how deep is this pit that we're
Yeah.
Your pit is 20 feet deep.
in? That's quite a few peaches and I. So
Uh-huh.
I believe it is 4 peaches.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I'm like
we-
2 peaches, so...
Wait, no. Or is it no?
I
is it 10
have.
peaches?
What's this? I can. I have a rope and I can climb at normal speed. So, can I climb out of the pit or?
With your tabaxi claws?
Yes.
Yes. You have a climb
All
speed?
right. Yeah, with the normal climb speed of 30 feet. Yeah.
All right.
I'll-
Coinmaker shows you how it's done. Click, 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 as you hear the cat claws going up the side.
Fantastic. Throw down a rope,
Well,
will you?
that's just not fair, says Alicia.
yeah.
Yes, I'm with you. That's...
Don't
Here,
have
hold
claws.
on. And Ellen pulls out of his cloak. It's a potion. Take this. It's a potion of climbing. Here you go. And
Are you giving it to Alicia?
yes.
Okay. She gratefully accepts it and thanks you and drinks it down.
Now
Let's
climb.
give this a try. And then when she goes up and she can find all the little tiny indents created by Coinmaker's claws going in.
Mhm.
And she scales up. Are you throwing that rope back down for everyone else to get out, Coinmaker?
Yep. I'm gonna tie like a pouch of gold on one end so that it has some weight when I throw it down.
Peaches is absolutely
There.
going to steal that gold right off of that thing.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Bad move.
Has like 50 gold inside to throw it.
Nice. Well, with the weighted rope, the rest of you have, and Coinmaker and Alicia holding it, the rest of you have no problem climbing out of the mountain, out of the pit, but you find yourselves near the peak of a mountain that Alicia identifies as Ice Peak on the Isle of Oman. And you can see that the peak itself, it's a kind of a rounded peak, and you're kind of down the slope a little bit as opposed to like one of those. And she points up to near the top where you can see two figures are circling each other and goes, "There, my sister and my mother, we must stop them. Let's hurry."
All right.
And she takes off at a run. Clank, 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 clank. Hurry for the Moonshaes, for the Earthmother.
We
You
run
follow
as fast
suit?
as we could. Yeah.
At the very peak of the mountain, you see two women are facing off in a duel to determine the fate of the Moonshaes. You instinctively know that the two are more than human. Deirdre carries with her the might of Talos and the wishes of the new gods for the mainlands of Faerun, and Robin embodies the strength of the Earthmother and the traditions of the Moonshaes. And they're circling about each other, trying to find a weakness.
You
You there, says the Robin when you approach. Stop her! She is trying to destroy the Earthmother. And Deirdre looks at you and goes, "Fools, you are standing in the way of progress. No longer should the Moonshaes remain separate from all of Faerun. It is time for you to be folded into the rest of this world. I am the agent of change." And lightning crackles overhead.
If you are the agent of change, then why does nothing change? You see, I am from the future. Your future, to be precise. And I know that you failed tonight.
I shall not fail. I have the might of Helm and Talos within me, and our victory is assured. And with that, she picks up her great axe and swings it down on her mother. And you can just see the blow. She brings the axe down. Robin throws up her staff, which breaks in half behind the strength as the axe comes down. And just as she does so, you see Deirdre lets out a sudden as a tip of a steel blade erupts from the chest in a fountain of blood. Deirdre looks down, her mouth gaping in horror before slumping face forward to the ground. Alicia stands behind her, blood trickling down her blade as she stares at Deirdre's body in shock.
Wait. Who killed Deirdre? Oh, I'm getting.
Alicia.
Just stabbed Deirdre through the back. Thank
Oh
you
my
for the post.
Peaches is going to uncharacteristically run towards Deirdre. And in her hand, she's going to put the two small wooden statues of her and her sister.
Ooh.
And she's just going to very quietly whisper, "It didn't have to be like this."
No, this is how it always was meant to happen. And she reaches out and puts into your hands a medallion that has the fourth medallion to the mirror before she slumps down and the world starts to crack around you as this reflection breaks. Do we have that fourth one, Graham? This one has a dark, menacing storm cloud with a crackle of lightning. The name Axel with two L's is carved into it. And with that, the reflection breaks, and you find yourself back in the king and queen's bedroom. But the mirror and everything is the same, except The mirror is there, but it's now broken.
I fall on my knees and just try to absorb everything that just happened. There's too much emotional damage I've taken.
Indeed, this family has seen quite a toll.
get
What
what
are
you
we
want?
supposed to?
Um,
Who's good? Who's bad? They're killing each other, and I'm so confused.
Winemaker, I don't mean to confuse you, but I feel like good and bad are kind of just a matter of perspective. And it's never 100%.
But that was her sister. You
Yeah.
don't kill your sister. And like this concept of like family members killing each other is like hard for a tabaxi like coin maker to comprehend. Looks at the others like, so what do we do now?
I think we go back to the library.
Says Snicklet.
put a hand on Coinmaker's shoulder and just kind of help you up and say, we push forward. Get answers where they couldn't.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
To the library.
I stand up. Yep. Go back.
He Snicklet quickly leads you back to the library, where the great mirror awaits with only one ornament in place. It's Malawar in the upper left. The other three have little places, basically there's screws in the back of the ornament that allows you to screw it in like a knob onto a dresser drawer or something like that. And so I need to know is what position where do you want to put which one?
Oh my god, I think I know who this guy is.
Peaches will move up to be willing to put the pieces in the spots, but will again remind everybody, I am not the one you want making the choices right now. Is she's just shoveling candy into her mouth in a way of emotionally coping with everything she just witnessed.
Isla is essentially stepping onto the chair and offering to be the one holding up Peaches, as Peaches held her up earlier.
Well, it seems as if everyone's pointing inward, yes? That too obvious?
Oh.
You see Malawar pointing down, which would make me believe Koss goes in the top right?
Oh. Good
So-
eye, sir.
I told you I'm literate. I made this point earlier. It's I read a lot of books
Well,
that...
you know, now it's a relevant point.
Thank you, Twyla. I knew you'd come
You're
around eventually.
So as Peaches screws that one in, she's going to brace herself.
Nothing happens, good or
Okay.
bad.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair.
So then... Axel in the bottom left?
Bottom left. Yep. Just kidding. There we go. Braces herself.
So he's also an old man. He's also the Kraken. He's also a cloud with lightning.
And Sinioff in bottom right.
With
Good
that,
job, Emerald.
he appears. Well done. What's my name? Command me, and I shall tell you the secrets.
You are...
Are you
Talos?
Talos?
No.
Oh, good. Thank God.
I'm so scared.
Twyla's just staring at the corners now and just says, Malavar Koss Axel Sinioth. Is it that?
Well done.
Oh.
What would you have of me, Twyla?
See.
Although the Malawar is just a pseudonym. Koss Axel Sinioff is my true name. For now.
Now, okay.
So as you would know, the slain is actually Deirdre Kendrick, daughter of Robin and Tristan. After Alicia betrayed and murdered Deirdre's soul, which was rent with loss, grief, and sorrow, slipped into the Shadowfell. There she slowly recovered from her death. Deirdre still carries within her all the power that Talos gifted to her, but it's been compounded by the essence of shadow, making her a power beyond that of even Khazgroth.
Egats!
The slain has returned to claim her birthright as the true and rightful ruler of the Moonshaes. She will remake the Isles in her image as the Darkshaes, a land forever under shadow. But she'll not rest there. No, no, no. The slain is nothing if not ambitious. She'll replace the Earthmother herself and become the embodiments of these islands. She'll use the influence of the Shadowfell to corrupt the Moonwells, darkening them until they are fonts of power to the plane of shadow. She'll then draw upon them and absorb the Earthmother, becoming the new spirit of the Moonshaes.
This sounds dark.
We can't let this happen, of course.
But there is an upside for you. For you see, you too will soon serve the slain. The surface of his mirror ripples and shows you the image of the slain astride a shadow dragon landing atop the rooftop courtyard of Caer Caladir. "Oh, Dark Highness," the mirror telepathically shouts so it echoes inside your head. "Intruders!" In the mirror's visage, the slain has obviously heard the warning as she leaps from the dragon and strides across the courtyard. And that is what she looks like now.
Aww.
Complete with shards of glass protruding through all of her body, and the ethereal sword rammed through her back and protruding through her chest. And power emanates from her.
Sharp.
Flee while you can, but you've looked into the darkness, and now the darkness looks back at you. But that Snicklet runs in. "Look, guys, you gotta get out of here right now. Heel's got an escape route for us. You need to boogie right now. Let's go. Come on. This is bad. The Slayton's here, and he knows you're here, and everyone's on alert, and you are no longer the current favorites. You're now the current in favorite. You need to go.
Oh.
Come on. I'll show you the way."
Quickly.
We tried to run.
And now
Post
we're going
haste.
to run a chase scene, unless you want to stay.
Oh, thank you.
No.
got
Don't
a
we
whole
want to
season
save
to
her?
play.
I mean, she's Deirdre. Like, she's the slain because she was slain by.
Live to save another day, Coin Maker. Let's go.
Hesitantly follow the group.
What happened to being here for the coin, man?
Yes, I won't let you die here. Come on.
I think
The
that
side
Coin Maker
quest was
is
still
saying
good.
The real coin was the friends we made along the way. I don't know.
Yeah. That one. That.
All right.
Which
There
one
we
was
go.
that?
All right, so we're going to have a whole bunch of skill checks in order to handle this race scene that we're going to have to do through Caer Caladir as you try to get to your escape point, which Stickler will tell you is Robin's Garden. That Heel, the hag, has arranged for a passageway through the tree there to the Fey Wild, if you can get there in time. We will have to see if you can do that without attaining the number of delay points. Means that you are captured before you manage to get away. So the first thing you do is, as you bolt for the room, my first question is, who would like to stay? It's
I'm making
not
sure.
necessarily death to stay, by the way. I'll tell you what, it is not death to stay.
Alwyn is making sure everybody leaves. He will get behind them and push if he needs to.
Yeah, Coinmaker wants to stay because it looks like now he's been given a chance to actually save Deirdre. Like from the past visions that they saw, he wasn't able to do anything at all. But now, all he remembers is that little girl who's angry, but just likes to read books and is actually kind, and he's given candy to it. So that's how he sees Deirdre and wants to stay and try to save her.
If Coinmaker stays, then Emerald will kind of hold back and just kind of cover, kind of half in, half out, kind of like a foot in the door, just he doesn't want to leave Coinmaker behind.
Oh, gosh, why are you making me rethink this, Coinmaker? Taking a coin out of her pouch. I'm gonna... Lady Luck, tell me what I'm doing here. Dang it, kids always have my heart. And she like stomps over. Fine, what are we doing?
No!
Hey, I don't control the coin, okay? Lady Luck controls the coin, and Lady Luck's telling me here.
Peaches is looking at all of you like you're insane.
We gotta go right now. Come on, we don't have time for this. It's Nicklet. Time's a wasting.
Peaches is
No,
going...
Snicklet, let's save Deirdre. Look at her. Just like how she looks now is just it pains Coinmaker's heart seeing her like this. Like she's not supposed to be like this.
Look, Coinmaker, our mission was to come in, reconnoiter, get information, and leave. We will save her later. It will happen. If you stay here, we all lose.
I pull my bow and just kind of stomp it to the ground. You all go. I'll save the child. As I see Deirdre still as a child. Go, complete the mission. Take all my coins. Like I just unfasten my belt with all the coin pouches.
Coinmaker's becoming the coin sharer.
And he goes,
I never thought I'd see this day.
She
If
needs-
only we
she
had
needs
a
to be saved.
bard. I'm sorry.
All right, Coinmaker is staying. Who else wants to go?
Alwyn's gonna try to save whoever else he can. So he sees
Yeah.
Coinmaker as a lost cause, and he's not gonna have the rest of the party die on his watch. And he's gonna say, "Come on, let's go!" And he actually is physically dragging, preferably the two small people because they're small, and Alwyn's not that strong.
Peaches, what
Come
you
on,
up to?
Emerald.
Are you
Yeah,
staying or going?
Peaches, as an active member of the Harpers, is aware of like mission, do the mission. When Alwyn starts talking about like the mission is to get in, reconnaissance, get out, she's going to be like, "What are you guys doing? This is not how you do the game. You're messing up the game." In her head, because it's a giant game to her because she's a child. So she will be standing with Alwyn, like looking at him like, "Yeah, man, they're crazy. We gotta get the fuck out of Dodge."
So Peaches is heading towards the door. Alwyn is pushing towards the door. Twyla, are you staying or are you going? I think there's a song.
I look at Twyla,
Should
just
you stay or
go.
should you go?
It's alright. Make your own luck.
Twyla's going to, realizing it's probably not going to make it to him because she's getting drugged, just flip a coin
You
in
can
his
slip away from him.
direction.
He's not that dexterous.
Just gonna flip a coin to Coinmaker and say, "May Lady Luck be on your side." And also
That's-
going to cast Bear's Endurance on him for him enhance ability. So you'll get let's see, however many. Oh, I sent it twice. 7 points of temporary hit points, and yeah, good luck.
And then heading out, Twyla.
Yeah.
All right, Emerald.
Emerald goes to Coinmaker, puts a hand on, says, I really wish you'd come. I'll take your money, but I'd rather have your friendship.
Take my coins. Take my coins and spend them wisely or unwisely. Just gamble them all and double it in
Look,
one go.
I wish you all the best, and I'm going to give him Bardic Inspiration, and I will say, if you don't make it out, know this. Coin Maker the Kind will be a smash hit, I swear to God. And I'll walk away following the rest of them.
Alright.
Alrighty, those who are fleeing, Coinmaker, we will get to you shortly.
Okay.
The rest of you, as you run out, a group of soldiers, guards, Slanesworn guards, are running towards you. In order to escape them, I need you to either make me I need you to all make me a successful group athletics or acrobatics check to avoid the guards. Your choice, whether it's acrobatics or athletics.
So we need to decide as a group, athletics or acrobatics?
Nope, just
either or?
You pick one, and I need more successes than failures.
Oh no! I got a nat one.
Ooh.
All right. Peaches got a 14.
Success and one failure.
11.
I only got a 10.
Oh no! You were able to get past them, but you get one delay point.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
As you running down the stairs with Snicklet leading the way, slippery shadows ooze across the stonework. You get one action before the ooze, to avoid the ooze. What would you like to do? You can either try flying, jumping, spider climbing, strength athletics to climb down the walls, anything to get past the ooze.
I will, this is all of us, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I will just kind of parkour along the wall, leaping to the side and then flipping over the ooze.
All right, make me a strength check.
Okay.
A strength athletics check.
Okay. Natural 20!
Ping! You're past the ooze. Twyla, what would you like to do?
Twyla, if Peaches will allow it, Twyla kind of starts looking like she's about to fall over, and then like wraps her arms around Peaches and casts Dimension Door on them to portal across.
Nice.
Bamf! Auto success with the Dimension Door for you and Peaches. Alwyn.
All right, he runs and jumps and uses his whip to grab a light chandelier on the side to pull him across if he can.
Oh my god, I love it. Do it. Make a whatever check you want to do with that advantage. Is that athletics or acrobatics?
We'll do acrobatics then.
Okay.
So, how about a 22?
Nice.
That is success. You get through the oozing stairway, going to segment 4. The walls of this hallway are lined with a number of broken and cracked mirrors. And you can quickly feel that the mirrors are somehow dangerous. Your adventure sense is tingling.
Really wish we had Coinmaker here. I'll go first, and I'll just start stepping through.
All right. Are you taking any sort of precautions?
Like the dodge action.
You want to try to avoid being seen inside the mirrors?
Yeah, that's a good call.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to like stick to the shadows, or stealth my way through. Here we go. Stealth roll. 25.
You're great. Twyla.
Following Emerald's lead, stealthiness, I love it. She's gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on the group, and try to follow in the stealthiness.
Cast a spell, and instantly mirrors can no longer pick anybody up, and auto success for everyone. Well done.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
You pass through the lower hallway. This one, you can hear the guards catching up on you, and you're going to need to sprint as fast as you can. Please make me a group strength athletics check to sprint as hard as you can.
Oh no.
God, I'm the worst at these. Okay.
Oh, nice.
17.
10
20.
for Peaches.
And I heard that's enough to get success. You are through the lower hallway. and you come to a large chamber, and there's a terrifying howl as a shadow mastiff emerges from the shadows, the darkness of the hallway. Everyone, please make me a wisdom saving throw or be terrified by the howl.
Is that howl magical by any chance?
Nope, natural.
It's a 16.
Success.
A 5 for Peaches.
21 for Alwyn.
Success.
And 26 for Twyla.
All right. Peaches, your heart quails, but you're able to push past, but you get a second delay point. And let's see what happens here. All right. Peaches is lagging behind the rest, and you notice that the shadows are getting thicker behind you. And I thought for sure I wrote in what happened. Yes, the shadows are getting thicker behind you. You can start feeling them getting closer and closer as tendrils are working their way down the hallway towards you, nipping at your heels. You feel that you have one more. If you get another delay point, Peaches, you will be taken by the shadows. Ahead of you, however, 2 veterans are closing a large double door to block your escape out onto the parapet. In order to get through them, I need I'm going to need another strength, athletics, or acrobatics check. Your choice, whether you want to slide through or sprint through. And we'll start with Peaches.
Peaches is gonna attempt to just go as quickly as possible. So
all right,
slide right
athletics.
Over. A 12?
12.
Could I,
You want to give her inspiration?
Yeah, could I call back?
Absolutely.
Okay, great, yeah. I call back, I say, Peaches, we're nearly there! Keep up!
Emerald's words are weirdly reassuring, and you needed just the +1 to get to the DC 13. And you get that last bit of speed to go sliding through the door. Alwyn. You're muted.
I quickly launch myself through the door and rolling a 14 as I do so.
You're great. Twyla.
Twyla lost her footing as she was running forward amidst the wreckage. She rolled an 8.
Oh no! She gets slowed down ever so lightly in the shadows. You are now back with Peaches. Emerald.
I got a 17.
And Emerald leads the way and leaps out onto the rain-slick parapet, which rain is coming down. And you realize, oh no, running on stone is wet. That's wet is perilous. And I need you to make a dexterity acrobatics check, or lose your footing and fall down.
Oh no.
That's an 11 for Emerald.
Oh no, you do slide down and gain a delay point. Twyla.
Another 8.
And Twyla falls down, and that is her 3rd delay point as the shadow tendril wraps around her ankle and starts pulling her back into darkness.
Oh no.
The upside, Twyla, is you no longer need to worry about making checks. Alwyn.
I failed. I only rolled a 5.
Okay, you have 2 delay points. And Peaches.
Peaches rolled a 20 on her dexterity.
You get through, and you get to the last segment as a large force led by Parel Hyrath and a bunch of the Slain Sorn are cutting you off. However, down below, you see Robin's Garden with a large oak tree growing in the center of it. How do you want to get down to the oak tree? It is a 40-foot drop.
I'm going to yell to the team, "You can do this!" and use my rally ability to grant. Oh, is it only to one individual I can do that? I can grant temp hit points to a friendly creature I can hear. So I will grant it to Bree since she's behind us a little bit. Or Twilight, I should say. So she gets 12, and then I just launch myself off the balcony.
All right, Alwyn leaps down off the parapet. Peaches, what would you like to do?
Peaches is going to try something dumb.
All right.
She's going to out of like kind of a satchel pull out a small bagpipe set. And you're going to hear her just kind of go and just like let out like a sound in an attempt to distract, and then she's just going to chuck the bagpipes in the opposite direction, hoping that they will not be watching our team so that she can scale down the side of the...
Maybe a deception check.
No.
Or a perform check, your choice.
Okay, neither are good for her, so... A 17, and I have a -1 on that.
Your goes off, and they're all kind of startled by the sound because they were not expecting this. And then when you throw it, the bagpipes continue to go as the bag deflates as it goes across. And this allows the rest of the party to climb down without being gaining delay point.
Oh, cool.
Nice job.
Well done. And with that,
Does Twyla make it, or did she get captured?
she got captured.
Oh no!
Dang.
A small but verdant grove of trees captured the third hill of Caer Caladir, covers the third hill of Caer Caladir. At the center of the grove is a massive oak tree. The trunk of it is pulled open, revealing a door-like opening through which golden sunlight streams. Elsewhere, a steady rain falls from the overcast sky, coating everyone and everything, pattering on the plants of the grove and the stones of the path. As a hold on, my apologies. Yep. As you are standing in the doorway, you see a most peculiar creature. I believe you have met her, Coinmaker, but you're not there to introduce. Is what appears to be a female fairy or a hag that has a burlap sack over top of her head on which she has drawn the picture of a hag. And for those of you who, when you received your first briefing on this mission, Queen Kefri described her as this is Heel, the ugliest hag who would be your way out. And she's gesturing frantically for you to make a run for the tree. Assuming you do so.
Heel, are you Heel?
Yes, I'm Heel. Come. You have to be out of here quickly. Oh no, look at that. And suddenly there's a great crunching sound as a shadow dragon lands on the parapet where you were standing with the slain sitting on its back. The slain is a cool, raven-haired beauty with long, dark hair, deep green eyes, and fair skin. Shards of mirrored glass project from her skin, and an ethereal sword projects from her chest, the ghostly echo of the one Alicia drove through her back to kill her. Hurry, we don't have time! Come!
Where's Twyla?
It's too late! I can't hold the gate anymore! She'll have to make her own way out.
Damn it. All right, let's go. I run through.
Elwyn's kind of...
Are you running through? My 3 remaining player characters?
Yes.
Yeah,
Alrighty. Beyond the gate is an otherworldly forest glade. Golden light streams through the branches, but you can't see the sun. The air carries the song of birds unknown to Faerun and the scents of unnamed flowers. Heel pulls the door closed behind you just in time as the tree that was the gate shudders as if something huge was striking it. And you watch as the tree starts to rot, ages, and just crumbles into dust, destroying the gate behind you. Oh dear, says Heel. That's very bad.
Yes, it's very bad. We lost 2 friends. What?
Sorry, I could not hold the gate open anymore, or none of you would have escaped. The only reason why this gate worked is she didn't know it was here, but now she knows. Not that it matters anymore. Come, I will get you back to Queen Caffrey. And a giant beech leaf floats down next to you. The hag steps on board, and Snicklet hops on next to her. Come, let's get you home.
Put a hand on Alwyn, and I put a hand on Peaches, and well, we have a mission to complete, I suppose.
Yes, we do.
We'll just get filthy rich for the 2 of them, and write many stories. And I hop on the leaf.
And together the 3 of you, the heel goes to the leaf, and it lifts off the ground and starts kind of a little floaty, swifting back and forth as it drifts on a wind through the Feywild back towards another crossing that will take you to Caer Moray, where Queen Caffrey awaits you. And there you'll be able to report to her of what you have found about the slain. We'll get to that in just a moment. Coinmaker, Twyla. Meet me outside. So, do you try to defend yourself at all, Coinmaker, when the servants of the slain sword are trying to capture you?
No. I have a bow out. I keep telling them I'm here to talk to Deirdre. She knows me. When she was a child, we met, and I'm here to save her. I tell them.
They take your weapons and chain you.
Okay.
And bring you downstairs where you're put into a prison cell to await the slain, her justice. Twyla, when you awaken, your weapons have also been taken, and you are in chains in a different cell. But shortly thereafter, you are brought from your cell, both of you, and to the throne room in Caer Caladir. And there, in the shadowed majesty of the Hall of the High Kings of the Moonshaes, you meet the slain, who is sitting in dark majesty upon her throne. She is, as I described her, a cool, raven-haired beauty with long dark hair, green eyes, and fair skin, with shards of mirrored glass projecting from her skin, and an ethereal sword through her chest. The hilt, now the weird thing is, on this throne, there's a notch going right down the back of it, right in the middle. And the hilt, grip, and pommel of the sword thrust through the slain fits perfectly into the notch that splits the throne nearly in 2. She looks down at you too. You are trespassers and spies. Did you find your snooping helpful? You've gone to a lot of trouble to learn my secrets.
I look at Twyla, surprised that she's here with me. And then I look back at Deirdre and say, "It's me, Coinmaker. Don't you remember? When you were a child, that feather bookmark? You liked having bookmarks when you read books, right? remember that book, The Origins of Arcane Power, by Douglas of Tay? I remember. I was there. I was with you. What happened? Why are you doing this now?
I remember. You were a rare spot of kindness in a lifetime of disrespect. Why am I doing this? I am no longer interested in asking for a place at the table. I will make my place, whether others like it or not.
But you hate people like that. You hate those who betrayed you, those who made you deal with Palos, right? You're the smart one. And you're supposed to be the chosen one.
The chosen.
Supposed to destroy those that you hate, not join them and be like them. Just
Like them? No, I am nothing like them. My mother put the interest of the Earthmother before all else. Her country, her family, her husband, even her own health. It was not devotion, it was obsession.
please, there's still time. We can change this. You could just go back. We can play. We can read more books. We can travel, adventure together.
So you
Let's
would
go.
serve me, coin maker.
Oh,
We will remake the Moonshaes in our image, not be remade in the Moonshaes' image. What's the matter, Twyla? Cat got your tongue?
And she says, "Cat." Twilight's head just kind of like lolls over towards Coinmaker. You know, Smiling Lady told me to stay and I didn't, and I think I know why now. Do you remember us then?
Yes. You're in my memories.
Do you remember what we talked about?
Yes.
Well, I don't think you had luck with you that day,
No.
but I still don't care what anyone, least of all you, thinks of me.
I was slain by my own sister. She was made the queen of all these isles on my grave. Her lifetime of privilege continued even with my death. But I do have luck. I did not die. Though I am slain, I live still. And instead of going to the outer planes, I found the Shadowfell and strength there. Luck was with me, Twyla. I thank you for what you've done to create this. As trespassers and spies, you have wronged me. Therefore, you must be punished. It was a small, out of gratitude to your kindness and to the luck you gave me, Twyla. It will be a small punishment, a trifling. You will be my errand runner. I have a letter for the Grand Conclave and High Queen Kefri. You will take it to her for me and present it to her. That is your punishment. I believe you have a ship down at the harbor, coin maker.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I will give you a writ giving you leave to depart this city and return to your patrons. Carry my letter to them and know that I seek peace with them if they stay out of my way.
I hesitantly accept and say, if I'm still alive, I'll do my best. I will make a vow. I'll make sure that you are saved. Deirdre, this is not you. And at this point, like, Coinmaker is just blinded. This process of saving this child, even though he doesn't know if it's right or wrong. Yes. I will always be here. If you need me, just call me. Call my name, and I'll come running, and I will fight by your side. But only if you go back to your normal self. This is not you.
What you ask is impossible. The future only runs one way, downhill.
Okay.
Always progressing, never regressing. That is time. That is our curse. That is our privilege.
Yeah. At this point, Coinmaker will figure out that whatever he say will not go through with Deirdre. So just follow what she's saying, follow her command for now, and try to go back to his ship with a crew of 8,000. And
well, I wouldn't think of asking you to do this without a reward. You are adventurous after all.
Yeah.
And she pulls 2 pieces of glass out of her chest, out of her body, and then flings them at you like throwing knives. A shard, they inerrantly hit you like magic missiles, sinking into your body and then disappearing without any visible trace.
Oh.
I'm sorry, did you say this was a reward? Aren't those normally positive? Coinmaker.
Deliver my letter to the conclave.
This is the same thing that happened when she killed the Kraken and the shards went through her.
You may go now. Graham, would you be so kind as to share with Twyla and Coinmaker the letter that they carry? You are given leave to leave the court, leave the city, reboard your boat, and sail back. Sail back to Kaer Morhen and join Emerald, Alwyn, and Peaches there. We have a little bit of a... We did it twice over, so you can see her gorgeous handwriting, by the way. And as Graham said, there's a plain text beneath it so you can actually read it.
Okay.
We want someone to read it out loud real quick for the audience. I don't know that they can see that tiny writing.
Alrighty. Or do you want to do it? What if you do one of our 2 people who are messengers want to read this aloud to High Queen Catherine? Is it going to be you, Coinmaker, or you, Twyla?
Go, Twyla. This is too long for me.
I am trying to find it right now again. I apologize. Oh, there it is. Amazing. So there's like a plain text. Okay, perfect.
Plain text is below.
Perfect. Okay, let's see here. To the esteemed and honorable personages of the Grand Conclave of the Moonshaes, I, Deidre Kenrick, daughter of High King Tristan and High Queen Robin, send you greetings and hope that you are in good health and your gathering is proceeding well. It is with the utmost pleasure that I announce the return to my land of birth, the land of my birth. I send this letter to reassure you of my continued existence and to lay to rest questions of my intent. I have claimed my family's ancestral seat at Caer Caladir?
and
Good idea.
proclaim my worthiness to sit upon the throne. I do this for the good of the Moonshaes, for I have reached the conclusion that the Earthmother and... Pronunciation, please, again?
Khaz'goroth.
Khaz'goroth, thank you. And Khaz'goroth are a single spirit divided in twain, one creation and the other destruction. This is how the beast is able to return again and again. This is how he is able to use the Moonwells. He will exist as long as the Earthmother does. We are trapped in a cycle of perpetual strife. The only way to free the Moonshaes of this fate is to break this wheel. We must replace the Earthmother with an entity capable of understanding both sides of nature. Due to my heritage as the daughter of the Avatar of the Earthmother and the gifts bestowed upon me by Talos the Destroyer, I am singularly situated to restore true balance to the Moonshaes. I anticipate that you will not believe me. That is to be expected. I am used to not being believed. Fear not, for I will strive to save you and the Moonshaes regardless. I bear you no ill will, and I ask that you do not interfere with my efforts. Written by my hand and affixed with my seal. Deidre Kenrick, High Queen of the Moonshaes.
She's not a villain. I'm still blinded by this.
So, my friends, here at the end of our session, you are able to meet with High Queen Kefri, who would like to find out what you have learned about the slain in your efforts. What do you tell her? You don't have to. You can either summarize or do it in person if you wish, in character.
We found a great deal about her. She was a tortured soul. She felt betrayed by her entire family, to be honest, and holy crap, Coinmaker, Twyla, you're here! I never had a doubt! I knew you'd make it! But, well, anyway, as we were saying just now, as Coinmaker, saw, there's definitely a sympathetic, side of things here, and I don't know that she is fully in the wrong. Is that bad of me to say, Your Highness?
She ponders your words and says she will take them to the Grand Conclave because this is not her decision alone to make. She must consult with the Earls, the Jarls, and also the representatives of the Fey realm of Serafal, who have sent a liaison in the form of Lady Shifra. Does anyone else have anything to add?
Emerald would probably hear Twyla just under her breath whispering, like she's standing like slightly behind him, like, cool motive, still murder. Yeah.
Yes, that's true. I mean, she still is very, very scary.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of bad things. We don't need to tell you that part, of course. You already know that, I'm sure. But she was heavily influenced by many bad people. And any one of us could have gone down that path.
I think there is a way to save her, and we should find that way to save her, while saving the islands as well. And we give the letter and everything, and all the visions that we receive from the mirrors that we've been through, and that Deirdre is not really that villain that you're seeing now. There's this.
All right.
She is corrupted, for sure.
You can see a party divided currently.
Well said, Elwyn.
Well, before we get to treasure, as we conclude, when we ran this back at Gen Con 2 years ago now, we actually had an interactive after this premiered, where the players got to participate in the Grand Conclave and talk about what do you do about a problem like Deirdre.
Was there singing?
And there was singing because I was involved.
Good.
And we gave, I had not written the second half of this campaign yet, which is why Graham stops the first half here. Because we asked all the players, what should we do? and we gave them 3 different options. One, which was kill her and get rid of her. 2, try to redeem her and free her from her Shadowfell curse. Or 3, help her do what she's talking about in this letter. And the decision, based upon what I'm hearing from you here at this table right now, is the decision that was reached by the players at that interactive, which was that they were going to try to redeem Deirdre. And so that will be the second half of Rising Shadows, is trying to redeem Deirdre Kendrick and restore her humanity after everything that has happened to her. Now, if out of curiosity, I didn't make up what happened to her. That is the plot line of the Druid Home trilogy written by Doug Niles, which was the old 1990s novels that were set in the Moonshaes, which were talking about Deirdre and Alicia and their conflicts. It was the center point of that novels. So we were building off of that. As far as treasure, you will get gold. You'll be rewarded by the Queen and also the money that Coinmaker swiped earlier.
I also take my belt back from Emerald. Oh, I'm alive.
Actually, I'm so sorry. It's gone now, but I'm sure we can figure out some sort of don't figure it out later. It's fine.
Okay, all right.
Also
we'll make
get
some.
That potion. That fingernail was a hill giant's fingernail, making that a potion of hill giant root beer. I mean, hill giant strength. And something that Snicklet was able to grab for you is he nicked a medallion that turns out to be magical. It's a medallion of thoughts. Enjoy as your magic item that you get to have get access to.
Okay.
And that concludes Moon 11-3, A Darkened Heart, the end of the Somber Remnant trilogy. Thank you so much for joining me, you 5. It has been fantastic to play with you all.
That was great,
That
Eric.
was great. Yeah.
So fun.
Do we have any announcements we need to do here at the end, Justin?
Yeah, definitely. Well, first of all, if we just all want to kind of go around real quick and just briefly mention anything coming up for you, any projects you have that you want to direct the audience towards. I'll just go ahead and start by saying, well, first of all, I just want to say thank you, Eric. That was fantastic, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's something when you talked about when you did it at the con and like everybody there decided like the redemption path. I don't know. I got goosebumps. I don't know about anybody else, but like that just, I mean, there's a lot of sadness in the world right now, and I think that idea of like that, it's a little hopeful. It's kind of nice to know that like a large group of people chose their path of redemption. That's kind of nice. Anyway, that's my sappy part right now.
I was touched.
Well, it's very cool. That's very cool that happened. I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to I'm doing a series called Animon Story, Soul Monsters Awaken. It is inspired kind of like by Digimon and Pokemon and that kind of thing. That is on Friday nights on this channel on Ghostlight RPGs. So we just started, so it's not too late to jump on and hang out with us on Friday nights at 7:30. I will pass it to Paul.
All right. Again, Eric, thank you. It's a pleasure playing at your games with all these modules that I've played now for Shadows Rising. And thank you for letting Coinmaker become Obi-Wan Kenobi for a second there. That's great. And the players are awesome. Again, I'm Paul Gabat, DM Paul G on Twitter, Facebook, social media. I run games at virtual D&D weekend every month with Bobman Games. So next week we'll have that. Join us. I also write adventures. So if you go to dmsguild.com, just type my name, Paul Gabat. All the adventures will be there, especially if you like to see more of Coinmaker, why he behaves like that, why he likes coins so much. You can check out A Dragon's Breath and my latest adventure, Expedition to the Extreme Forge. Also all in dmsguild.com. Yes.
Nice.
So yeah, that's me. Let's go with my fellow dark side person now, Twyla.
the dark side team over here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna sound. I have to echo the points made by both Paul and Justin. Eric, you run a fantastic game. This was such a blast. Had a great time and really love this group. I am. I'm Bree. I'm Breanna Flaim. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Breanna Flaim. I am part of a couple projects currently. So for the last couple of years, I've been very lucky to be an ambassador for Jasper's Game Day. So this raising money and smashing the goal completely for a great cause was fantastic. So thank you all for organizing this event to benefit Jasper's Game Day. I can't imagine a better foundation. But aside from that, you can find me over on the initiative order. I'm a channel organizer there, occasionally a game master for systems such as Free League's Vesson or D&D 5e. If you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, here on Twitch, Initiative Order. I am also a cast member on Second Star to the Right, which is a Neverland 5e stream here on Twitch at Second Star Show. There's actually going to be a bit of a special one-shot coming up next Friday, the 25th. I'm going to be sitting in the Game Master seat, so I'll be running a session for my fellow players for that day. I also am a member on Adventures in Vimlock, which is a miniseries currently running on the Red Hair Inn. Our next session is this Saturday, the 19th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But aside from that, thank you so much. This was so fun. How about fellow ambassador time, Chrissy?
Yeah, hey guys. My name is Chrissy Crits. I play Peach's Gravel Cheek. I had a blast tonight. Listen, I'm just being honest, but I would play at Eric's table any day of the week. If you need a player, you just let me know. That was a brilliant game. I had a blast. It just was so good. I mean, there were points where my literal jaw was like, just so good. Where can you find me? So I am primarily over at TPK Roleplay. I am a GM over there as well as a player. We have a really great community over there. If you're looking for a nice community to kind of hang out, talk about games, we have something called the Guild and the Initiates now, where we have people come in from the community. We play community games with them. We do things like that. If you're interested in the idea of streaming and want to get into it without jumping into it immediately, it's kind of like a nice little space to be in. Very, very inclusive, wonderful community. That's where you can find me primarily. This next coming week is going to be my busy week. So we have something we call Module Week over at TPK. So we are playing Oathsworn, which is an Odyssey of the Dragon Lords campaign. And I am also playing in a Tyranny of Dragons campaign called Queen's Gambit. So it's a lot of fun. Oh, during Module Week, we have a blast. We also are big fans of actual plays of indie gamers. So like if you have created something, send TPK an email. We love having indie creators on the channel. Animon is one of them. I'm so excited people are playing that places. It's like, it was one of my favorite games to play.
It's so fun.
It's such a blast. And yeah, you can find me all over the internet at Chrissy Crits, on literally every bit of social media. And yeah, again, I will echo Bree in saying, like, thank you guys for doing this for Jasper's Game Day. This was brilliant. Congratulations on the goal setting and smashing, which happened, I think, like before we even really got started. So that's brilliant too. But yeah, if you have any questions, find me somewhere on the internet. Say hello. And Joe, I'll pass it to you.
All right. Yeah, thanks again for doing all this, and Graham and Emerald for providing the platform to have this happen. It was awesome. Eric's always fun to play with, so anytime you guys need more fodder for throwing around, I'm there for you. On the internet, you can find me at _Joe_Raso pretty well wherever I am. You can find a bunch of stuff that I did on the DM's Guild. Probably the last big thing I did was the Rashomon book campaign guide. It's done fairly well. But coming up, I'm going to be helping with the Ghostfire Games Fables line, which is a monthly series that you can sign up for and get adventures every month. And they do a new storyline over a 6-month arc. So that's where you'll find exciting stuff that I do now, and I'll be sharing anything I do on Twitter.
All
I
right.
guess that passes it back to me.
Yeah.
I do.
Alrighty, hi everyone. Eric Menge. You can find me on Twitter at Eric_Menge. When you have a weird last name, it's easy to find those handles. If you just ping me there, I'll be happy to chat or talk about anything. We do a lot of work for Baldman Games, doing the Moonshae's Rising Shadows campaign, and we have just wrapped that up this past February, and we're working on getting everything up on the DM skill. We're up through Moon 16. Each number is a trilogy, so we have 20 total, and we're up through 16, so that's 60 adventures. And Graham and I've been going through to do the Princess Bride Best Parts version for this particular stream, knocking it down to 16 adventures total. Graham, is that right? I think he's nodding, so I think I'm vaguely right. Math is usually my weakness. And other news, I also, when I'm not doing D&D stuff for Baldman Games, I also publish a virtual pet site by the name of Tattered World. If you ever remembered Neopets back in the day, or Gaia Online, well,
Yeah.
imagine those crossed with D&D. And me and a bunch of friends have been putting it together. Is about a world that is post-apocalyptic pet site. So the world has blown up, but now it's starting to come back together as you are make friends, meet the magical and mysterious kith that are your pets, and discover new places, new remnants of the world that are coming back together slowly. And you can find that over at tatteredworld.com. And it's just a lot of fun to work with, and I've got a great team on that. I also really want to once again say you guys have been amazing players. You've chef's kiss on figuring out all my plans, Justin figuring out all my puzzles almost immediately.
Almost.
It was fantastic. I was very impressed. I was like, well, I could make you roll a check, but you kind of hit the nail right on the head. So we're just going to go with it. And if ever I can run for you again, I'd be happy to. And I hope to see you all again in the future real soon.
Anytime, Eric. We are going to do a quick raid just to finish off our stream here. I believe we're going to hit up TPK Roleplay. They are streaming right now, so why not? What else do I need to say? Is that it? I think that's
Anything
it.
about Jasper's?
Cool. I forgot to mention, but we did hit our goal, and we exceeded it. We ended this series run at $1,075, which is amazing. Woo! So thank you all so much for giving. And just so you know, this is not the end. We will be back with more Rising Shadows in April, so keep an eye out. Make sure you follow the channel so you don't miss when we start up again. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.